All right, all right. Looks like we are live. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am, because I have done pretty much nothing. No, I did work this morning. I didn't have a video done beforehand. I played Rune Factory, trying to beat the game. Didn't beat the game last night. It just keeps going. So hopefully I can beat Rune Factory like today or tomorrow, and then have a review for you guys sometime. So yeah, Rune Factory, beat that, or I'm trying to get that done. I'm almost done. But yeah, this morning we had a good video this morning that's doing well. So hopefully you guys have checked out that video. If you haven't, there's a new video. There's pretty much new videos up every single day. Look out for the new vids every single day, guys. I appreciate everybody who watches those. And yeah, if we can get more people watching them, that would be great. That was the video title, great. So we had some really good news when it comes to different stuff. So make sure you guys watch it. If you have not seen that video yet, make sure you check it out. Let's get into the shout outs though. I think that's important. It's always been important. Tomorrow I should have the Donkey Kong Bananza giveaway going. Justin with the $3.
Rune Factory is good except when you fight the same bosses 4 times.
That's the thing.
Wow.
That's the 7 out of 10 part of it. A lot of recycling bosses, a lot of recycled enemies. Like it's got the best combat in the series by far. It's very good combat compared to what you're used to, what you're usually getting in Rune Factory. But they definitely had to save time in some places, and that was the bosses. And that was the bosses and the enemies. There's like, just like, hey, here's a toad, or here's like this thing, but here's a different color. Oh, now it's really big. Oh, now it's smaller. It's like, oh, here's a horse. Oh, here's a different color horse. Like all games do it, but this is pretty egregious. So that's why I said it's like a really good 7 out of 10 game, because it's very good. Combat's fun, and there's just some of the other things that's missing in the game. Not sure if it's worth, like, you know, like I said, the whole thing, like the values there in terms of like amount of hours you can get out of the game. There's tons of voice acting, tons of different cutscenes, and a lot of characters that you can use. Like, it's a good game. There's plenty of content though. Shout outs though. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the $3. You're now the Hokage. And student, anybody that's 3 or more, you can beat up my man Justin on the board. First combo break. Let's go. Let's continue on here. My man Dior was here first, though. What's up, Dior? Welcome. How you doing today? Cyber Taurus is here. What up, Cyber T? General Zamora. What's up, General Zamora? Welcome, man. How are you doing today? Rajiv is here. What's up, Rajiv? Welcome. Justin Moss. Mossing them. Got your terabyte, 1 terabyte micro SD Express. Nice. Roger says, people crying about the sales numbers. I had the funniest cope cry session with somebody online on Twitter, where they were like, yeah, well, that's not impressive. The sales fell off of a cliff. It's like, dude, did you really expect them to have another 3 point something million for the next? Clearly, they can't even produce that many systems. To have like another 3 point something million in like what, the next 3 days? So in a week, you expected them to sell 7 million units? I mean, come on now. So yeah, you got some people that are definitely coping, because they stated that it was going to be like a Wii U situation, and then when it's not like a Wii U situation, move the goalpost. So that's what people are doing. But yeah, Nintendo put out like on their investors report or something like that on their website. They put out like, oh yeah, we sold 5 million, but then they rescinded it real quick. So some people are thinking that it's just a projection that was made by accident, and some people thinking, oh, those are actually the updated sales numbers that they put up too early. So I did look at the breakdown, and I talked about that on my video, and it does line up with the exact sales numbers in Japan. Like if you take like the initial launch plus like the extra couple weeks, which is it's about 1.5 million in Japan for the first 26 days. That does line up with the launch plus the last couple weeks of sales for Japan. So it lined up. It about lined up. So were they projecting that much because that's how much stock they have, or was that actually the sales numbers totals? So that's where kind of people don't really know. But I mean, I would guess based off of what we've seen so far that, yeah, it's probably like around 5 million, you know. Yo, what's up, Justin?
You know what's going to happen if they remaster Buck Bumble, don't you?
No, I don't know.
Tears of joy.
I don't know what's going to happen if they remaster Buck Bumble, Justin. I actually don't know what's going to happen. Can you let me know? Can you tell me what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen, Justin. Thank you for the $3 again. Yo, we at 6 on the Hokage board. Anybody does 6 more, beat out Justin. Also, 6 combos. We still have a full combo effect and breakers today. So, yo, let's go. Let's go. Might not be able to afford Bananza. Oh, man, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear about that. Sabotaurus with the... Ninja Peach.
I just got the notice from Nintendo that it's my turn in line to buy a Switch 2 bundle from the My Nintendo store. They're only like a month late, lol.
That's funny. Only like a month late. And David B with the lucky set.
Sup, OJ? How your day today?
Good.
Planning to finish Ride a Remastered this weekend, but I doubt it cause of work, lol.
Yeah.
Can you play Torna Battle Theme?
Yes, I can play Torna Battle theme for you. Thank you for that lucky 7, Dono. Appreciate that. You and now the new Hokage, Mr. David V. Shout out to Cybertaurus as well. Yeah, they were a little late. They were a little late on that one. Mr. Cyber T, I'm sorry to hear about that. Hopefully you were able to pick up a Switch somewhere else, right? Hopefully you're able to get one somewhere else, man. Shout outs. Thank you so much, guys. We hit our first combo breaker as well. Thank you so much. Let's go. 50 minutes extended.
Overclock Buster!
Yes, sir. Overclocks. 15 minutes. Next one up at 30. We'll have a 30-minute extension. What up, David Dampier? Welcome to the stream. What is good? What up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. What's up, Ash Apocalyptic? What's up, man? Welcome. I'm doing good, Mr. Davis. What's good? Hit that like button. What's up, Ralphie? Just a tad late, right? What's up, Mustache Man? What's up, John K? What's up, Squirrel? Answering John's question about Stop Killing Games petition. John's question about Stop Killing Games petition. I don't know what that is. Hey, what's up, Rena? Welcome to the stream, young lady. How you doing today? Gaming Man, what's up, man? Welcome. Unsub the 2 channels today do the misinformation and negative videos they kept putting. Gave them every chance. So they're just tired of it. Tired of them. Times 4, keeping it real, OJ. I mean, they're gonna get ready, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. This is gonna be all generation.
It's not really surprising that the Odyssey team worked on Donkey Kong, but it's
not.
nice to hear, though.
Yeah, the Odyssey team, which we here at Player Essence, we all kind of knew that it was the Odyssey team the whole time because the game looks like Odyssey. So definitely it was the Odyssey team, you know, and that's what we were saying here. I'm like, look, it looks like, that was my first thing when I first saw the game before we knew it was Donkey Kong. Like when they were showing like the game, like the environments, I'm like, oh wow, that looks like the Super Mario Odyssey. That's like the first thing that I said. Like, oh, that looks like Odyssey, you know? Like, so yeah, exactly. Shoutouts. But yes, it is the Odyssey team. That has been confirmed. We got new gameplay footage. We got new trailers. We got new... I mean, the game is looking awesome. You know, the game's looking great. So I'm looking forward to playing the game. I'm looking forward to playing the Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's going to be great. It's going to be really good. So yeah. What's up, Nightfall? Thank you for the subscription. And remember, there's a difference between constructive criticism and people that are just being insane to be insane. Like there's a difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? There's like a big difference between the two. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna be all generation. I know some of you guys maybe caught on at the very end in terms of being online, but trust me, this is gonna be all gen. You're gonna see the stupid articles, the stupid topics, the weird talking points. You're gonna see the fake nonsense. You're gonna see this all gen. And I hate to say it. If I were you, unsub to those people that if you have a problem with that or if you don't like it, unsub now. Don't wait. Unsub now, and then if they change your mind later, that's fine. But I had to clean up my whole YouTube, and I had to clean up a lot of the stuff too that I did because it's just getting ridiculous out. I mean, it already been getting ridiculous, but now it's just really insane. You know, so what's up, Dave L? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? We can watch the trailer in a little bit. We'll check it out in a little bit, Projo. Don't worry. Have a question. Nintendo Switch 2 sales hit 5 million. Is that good for Nintendo? Yeah, because the system hasn't even been out for a month yet. That's the fastest selling system of all time. So yes, I would say that's good. That's good for them. That's good for them. I feel for them. If they're able to do that much in that little of time, then yes, that is definitely good. That beats out every other system in the history of systems for sales in that time period. So yes, that's definitely good. To say the least. Let's hear it. What's up, Nightshade TCG with the 62 months. What's good, Nightshade? Welcome. Sup, a sandwich. Welcome. What's up, the upgrade path? What is good? Can't wait to play Elden Ring. Comes to Switch. It's going to be a blast. We'll see how good the port is of the game. For sure. We will see. What's up, Casual Noob? Outright misinformation on DCG videos wild. Sorry to bring it up again. I didn't see the video. So what was the misinformation? Like, was it like a past video or was it like a new video? Because like I said, I don't watch. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of you, I see so many people complain about him online and on Twitter and on here. You gotta be whining about him every single time. So yeah. What's up, OJ? YouTube actively recommends the negative vids no matter what. How many times selected not interested? They act well. I mean, it's an algorithm to where it says like Switch 2 content, right? So if you like Switch 2 content, the chances of those vids, regardless, are going to be popping up. So there's really nothing you can do about that, you know. I don't watch YouTube as much as I used to watch, at least not like gaming channels. So I don't really see a ton of it, you know. What's up, Nintendo? Welcome to the stream. Went on Switch 2 out with my girl today after 5 stores being sold out. A Best Buy a few towns away had one. Oh my goodness. This man went on a treasure hunt. All right, sounds good. Let's go. Let's go, Lupak. I'm glad that you're able to find one a few towns over. Oh my goodness. So how far did you have to drive? Like just going straight from your place to that few towns over. How far was it? Not you driving to other places, but how far was that town away? Just like a straight drive from your house to there. How far was that? Let's see here. Shout out to Cyber T. Thank you for the big 5 though, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. 21 on the board. What's up, Brand Smith, man? Shout out to my man Brand Smith in the house. What's good? There's so many stock here in Australia. Yeah, Australia is pretty small market overall for you know, and you guys are on an isolated island, so it kind of stops people from other places coming into there, and the population of Australia is just small. So yeah, you guys are definitely going to get enough stock to supply for that, you know, for the small island. If I'm not correct, what's the population of Australia? I forgot. Australia population. Yeah, it's a pretty small population if I'm not correct. 27 million. Yeah, 27 million. I mean, which is not the smallest, you know, but yeah, it's not. I mean, out of the 27 million, how many are going to actually want to switch to, right? Not as many as like other places. So to give you just a little bit of a comparison, where I'm in California, so the California population is 39 million people. That's the population of almost 40 million, and those are the people that are actually counted. You know, might be some that aren't. So 40 million, you know, and that's just California. That's just California by itself, you know. So yeah, definitely we live in a little bit of a bigger market. So there's gonna be more people. There's gonna be more people vying for the systems here.
That reminds me, I had to drive 2.5 hours away to Walmart in the middle of nowhere to get my Switch using a in-stock website. I wasn't able to get it until August.
Is that true?
Lol.
Oh, your Switch 1. Okay, Switch 1. Yeah, the Switch 1. Okay. Yes, that was true. I thought you were talking about Switch 2. I was like, what? I thought you got it right there at launch. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Excuse me. All right. Shout outs to my man Justin. Thank you for the $3 extending that Hokage Elite to 12. Then also Ralphie with the $10 becoming the new Stream Ninja biggest dono of the stream. Ayo. Let's go. And he says, Switch 2 is cooking. Haters is pissed. Love to, LOL, love to see it. Yeah, it's cooking right now, man. It's definitely cooking. I can say that for sure. It's cooking. It's good to see, man. It's good to see. A lot of people predicted that the Switch 2 would fail, and yeah, that's not happening right now. So it's good to see. It's good to see the crazy twerking on Twitter, though. People twerking up and down, twisting and jiving and twisting, jive turkey. People out here trying to find every single type of way to act crazy. Just admit you were wrong and just move on. I don't understand why people can't take a L. Just take the L. You know what I'm saying? Just take an L. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that big of a deal. Shout outs, let's go. We got another combo breaker going down. 30 minutes extended on the board. 30-minute extension on tonight's stream. Let's go.
Overclock Buster.
Which Need for Speed doesn't work anymore? I'm not even sure what you're talking about, Dragon Warrior. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. What's up, Yellow Kazoo? Welcome. Shout outs. 68 million here in the UK. So yeah, there you go. That just gives you another, because the UK is also a somewhat of a tiny island, even though it's not obviously not tiny, but it's like a island kind of, and that's 68 million. So definitely, yeah, Australia, like I said, good population, not bad, but you know, you're definitely gonna have a bit more in terms of things. It's isolated, that's the thing. So it's like, it's good and bad being isolated. Like, it's good because, yeah, you get it's just a little bit different. You know, you don't got as many people being crazy when it comes to things. But then it's also bad because sometimes, you kind of blocked off from doing certain things, going to certain places because of how far away it is. So yeah. The PC market, I'm not sure, Ryder Z. Last time, yeah, we're not talking about anything like no religious stuff, Yellow Kazoo. So yeah, we're not really gonna get into that. I kind of have like a rule when it comes down to it. But if you want to DM me questions, sure, you can DM me questions. But yeah, I'm not gonna speak about anything on here. One of the live servers on one of the Need for Speed games was shut down. Yeah, and I don't care which one it was. Yeah, I don't think I care which one it is, Dragon Warrior. So you're going to have to let me know which one it is, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Chrono Rig with the $10 dono. It says, hey, OJ, I understand people don't like Nintendo. Doesn't say who's making these game until it comes out. But there's a fact that one of the few companies that's not laying their developers off is good. Yeah, I see this. I see people getting really crazy when it comes to Nintendo talking about developers and who's making it and stuff like that, and they get upset. But I mean, it's such a small amount of people who actually care. Most people do not care. They want to just see that the game is good. And when they feel like announcing who the developer is, they'll announce who the developer is. Like, so it's just weird. I think part of the reason why is because a lot of people like to, if you start knowing who the developer is, you start trying to look into people who have worked on certain games and trying to find out certain stuff about them. I think that's the reason why Nintendo is secretive on that. But that's just my opinion. And I can't say that I know that for sure. It's just my opinion, because people start acting crazy and start looking into developers, Twitter accounts, or try to look into their relatives to see if they can get information and certain things like that. So I think that's the reason why they keep things a wraps until right at the launch or right before the launch. That's just my stuff there. Let's see. Are we taking an L? We letting Nintendo price this out? You defending raising Switch 1 prices now, not Switch 2, but Switch 1 craziness? I never even talked about Switch 1, and I never said that I defended them raising the Switch 1 prices, so I'm not sure. You're a sock account, but if you want to explain yourself, tell me where I actually said that. Let me know where I said that. In terms of taking an L, letting Nintendo price you out, I never defended that. We didn't even talk about Switch 1. I said I don't like the fact that they raised the price on Switch 1 in Canada, but that was due to market conditions, so it must have been tariffs. So if you're priced out, I'm sorry for you, man. I don't know how you don't already have a Switch, but the prices don't raise until, I think, August 1st, so you have about a month. So if you're in Canada and you feel priced out, go ahead and buy the Switch 1 right now before the prices go up. But I don't know what you want me to say, but feel free to explain yourself more. Otherwise, I'm just gonna time you out or block you. Let's see here, because you're a sock account for sure. Let's see here. Ralphie with another $10 dono. It says, I don't know why it bothers them so much. I see them under every Switch 2 purchase saying you just wasted money. It's weird. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, I think it's, once again, I think after the Switch 1 did so well, a lot of people were, like, a lot of the crazy fanboys were kind of like on notice. Like, they all thought, oh yeah, Switch 1's just cute little separate side thing. But then it sold really well when it comes down to it. So then it sold really well. Then I think that's what gets them somewhat upset, Ralphie. It does, man.
Couple hours into Rune Factory now. Feel like this will easily have my attention until Donkey Kong drops.
It should.
On that note,
yeah,
can we get some Donkey Kong country music?
Absolutely. Thank you, Cybertorch, with another $5 dono, and thank you, Ralphie, with the $10. I'm right with you. 1, Rune Factory is fantastic. I love the game. 2, I love the fact that people are just going nuts on Twitter and stuff like that and getting so salty. It's because, once again, their predictions were all wrong. Like, nobody likes being wrong. And they were wrong, and that's the unfortunate or fortunate part, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, man. So yeah, but nobody actually defended the price increases in terms of Switch 1. I don't like to see prices go up, just like I didn't defend the price increases that Microsoft has had. I didn't defend the price increases that Sony has. They've all had price increases. So, you know, so I'm not sure, like I said, and nobody defended that here, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. We talked about the Switch 2 sales hitting 5 million. There was no price increases that I know of for Switch 2, so yeah, nobody did all that. I don't understand why people rush into my stream to say stuff like that. And Ralphie, these are the type of people that I'm talking about. Guys like that came in here, like, they're the ones that are upset and sad. He didn't get priced out. He probably already has a Switch or something like that, or he doesn't want to buy one. They're just here to yell and argue and be angry about stuff. They're not here to actually talk games, or to talk about, you know, content or whatever. They're just here to be upset and angry. It's been 8 years plus. So do you have one or not? You know? Do you have a Switch 2? Do you not have a Switch 2? What's the deal?
I played the Sonic Generation part of Shadow Gens for the first time. I haven't played Generations in a while. It's fine, not bad, not amazing. Fine.
Okay. You beat the... people thought that the Shadow part was pretty good. So you're just saying it's like, okay, it's okay. You know? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Big love to my man Justin once again. But we do have a new stream. Hokage. And that is Mr. Ralphie. It's your boy. Thank you so much. It's your boy Ralphie. Thank you for the $19.99 so far. You're the stream ninja, or sorry, Hokage. Ralphie is also stream ninja as well. Both of them. Let's go. Thank you for the multiple double $10 donos, man. Today's DCV video, he said Nintendo is going all digital with their games because WWE 2K. I watched them. I need to laugh. Nintendo's going all digital, or third-party developers are going all digital? Because like Nintendo doesn't make WWE 2K 25. So yeah, that's not their game. Donkey Kong Bananza is not all digital. So it's on a 64 gigabyte card, even though it's an 8 gigabyte game. So like I said, context is key. The price in the UAE is almost 800 USD on launch, but now it's dropped to 570. That's good. Definitely getting it at a lower price is definitely good. Hey, LJ, you know, people are upset the game keycard thing. I have a good thing because it allows people to play certain games like Bravely Default for 40 opposed to charging them 70. Theoretically, yes. Theoretically, at least how it's been set up right now, yes. Justin with the $3 dono as well.
No, I meant the Sonic Generations part.
Oh, okay.
Shadow Generations part is the best Sonic I have played since Mania.
Oh, okay, good.
Also, it's funny I saw until a link guessing post on Nintendo's Twitter saying can't wait for Xbox ROG Ally to end the Switch too. Wow.
You can't wait for the ROG Ally to... That must have been a joke. That must have been a joke.
What's up, OJ?
What's up, man?
I ain't gonna let none of these bums get away with Switch 2 slander. I didn't forget how they acted relieved face.
Yeah, if I check somebody on Twitter, they get real upset. It's like, how dare you? How dare you bring up something that I said that was wrong? Ah! People get really mad when you tell them that they're wrong on something. Even if they did it. Even if they completely did it. They could be like, literally, like they completely did it. They completely said something really dumb as hell. Whatever the case is. If you quote tweet them and say, yo, man, why'd you say that? Like, you said this. What? Oh, they act like such big drama queens. It's so hilarious. You were acting all high and mighty when everyone was hitting your like button and everybody was agreeing with you with all your posts and all your stupid stuff. You're wrong now. Now all of a sudden you act like attacked, like you're some type of victim. Yeah, these people are hilarious, man. It's like completely, it's like the worst type of person to work with. Like if you work, like a lot of these people, if you work with them, these are the same type of people that will tell HR that you harass them when you said, hey man, like how long before the project is up? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, didn't you say that you're going to do something? These are the same people that will attack you, say things about you. It's the same exact type of people that you work with that are the biggest like wussies, drama queens, and like that you just want to strangle at work sometimes, right? Or you just like it's the same tendencies and the same qualities. It's like accountability. I've never heard of such thing. People bringing up what you said and telling you that you were wrong. Oh my, how dare you? How dare you do that? So yeah, it's hilarious, man. Shout outs, let's go. Thank you for the combo break. We got the almost 1 hour extension. 100, we'll get to that 1 hour on there, so we're very close. So thank you guys, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. OJ, do you happen to remember how they video game credentials, how they had video game credentials in the 80s, like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Nintendo brand cereals? Marketing in the 80s was crazy. I mean, they still have that stuff now. I mean, there's a Nintendo cereal, there's a Super Mario Bros. Cereal that came out a number of years ago. There's still like candy and merchandise and certain things. So yeah, that stuff's actually still around, you know? Absolutely. Hey, what's up, party man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Let's see here. How come the harassers don't try to blow up my little channel? I want to go viral for a reason. Well, you got to say something. Here, let me tell you how you go viral, Squirrel Swirl. You want to go viral? Just say, I love the Nintendo Switch the most. It's the best system. And trust me, it'll be like flies on Dookie on a hot day. Like, they'll start cutting. They'll start from their Steam Deck basements and corners. Oh, trust me, they'll come through. So it's about your title, how you title things. It's not about how good the video is. It's about the title of the video. I sold my Nintendo Switch. I sold my Steam Deck for Nintendo Switch 2. That caused remedial banana followers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Mental illness patients and banana followers everywhere to flip their lid, blow a gasket, flip their lid, lie, twerk, sit there, twerk, T-twerking to the lies. So upset and salty over a simple opinion where I didn't even bash the system itself. I simply said what I like, what I don't like, and what I'm doing. It wasn't even like it was a bash session. Trust me, they just came there, 600, damn near 600 something comments, almost 1,000, I think 1,000 comments, or maybe 1,000 comments of just people angry as hell. So it's really based off of that. I don't know. Is my camera out of focus? Okay, no, I think it's actually got out of focus. Sorry. Let me adjust it real quick, guys. I gotta turn on my light, make it a little bit brighter in here. Okay, yeah, I think I just need to adjust it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better now. So yeah, man, that's kind of like what people do, bro. Like if you want to get smoke to blow up your channel, just do that, and you're gonna get a lot of haters coming through. You're gonna get a lot of haters. Let's see. It's right on the title. He said Nintendo games, and in the video we use WWE 2K as an example. Yeah, that's just more clickbait, more so than anything, because all of Nintendo's games are on physical, like on a cartridge, so it's not Nintendo. Now, obviously, Nintendo licenses the game, so I mean, technically, I guess yes, but I mean, it's just more of a clickbait thing, more so like to get Nintendo in the title, more so than he's saying actually Nintendo themselves. But third-party developers, absolutely, because WWE 2K, it's freaking 73 gigabytes. It's not going to fit on a regular cartridge. So that game's not going to be big enough for a physical cartridge. It's just not. The max size is 64. It would need a 128 gigabyte cartridge for it to, because like you double the size each time. So the next size available would be, 124 or 128 or something like that. So yeah, they're not gonna make a 128 cartridge. They're not gonna make that, because that game will cost like $130 for that. So yeah. I told a PS fanboy, a friend of mine, Switch 2 just destroyed PS5 numbers, and he went off saying Nintendo consoles are bad. Well, hold up. Why would you say that? You mean like the first 4 days? Listen, don't count the chickens before they hatch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's no need to do console wars stuff. Listen, PS5's great. It's a great system. It's doing fine. Switch 2 is great. It's a great system. It's gonna do fine. So there's no need to but you guys are friends though, so it's fun. So you can joke with your friend, but just be careful with that type of stuff. What's up, Warfare? Welcome. You sold your Steam Deck? I did sell my Steam Deck. I bought the Steam Deck I think at the very end of 2023 or early 2024. I don't exactly remember when I bought my Steam Deck. I think it was 2024, because I played it when Persona Reload came out. So I think I bought it in early 2024. I bought the Steam Deck, and I mean, it's okay. It's okay, but there was a number of things that I just didn't like, and I bought it really as like a little bit of like a failsafe, just in case Switch 2 was not going to get certain games, or if I felt like Switch 2 wasn't adequate enough for some third party or what I wanted to play, I can just have this Steam Deck as a backup. But once again, there was a number of problems. Power World didn't work for me. A lot of games, like when I played games on there, they'd be weird how they would operate. Like, for example, Persona 3 Reload. I had Persona 3 Reload on my PC because I have a powerful gaming PC. Or, it's not as powerful now, but it was powerful at the time. I think 30 series card. I got like 32 gigabytes of RAM, whatever. I got a good CPU, got a good GPU. Everything's good. Anyway, so I was playing Persona 3 Reload on my PC. I got a review copy on PC. So I'm like, okay, whenever I go on, like, you know, if I want to play portable, I can just transfer it over to my Steam Deck. I can play on there. But what it would do is that every time that I transfer it over, it would change the settings to where it was on my PC. So like the rendering and all that. Now, they might have released an update to fix that, but it wouldn't remember my settings for Steam Deck compared to PC. So every single time I transferred it from PC to Steam Deck, which was a lot because I'd be playing on my PC and then, okay, I want to, you know, go lie down on my bed or whatever. I transfer it over and then it would revert the settings to like, you know, where it'd run like crap because it'd be like on my setting, like the ultra settings on my PC. And it kept doing that. And I didn't know how to fix it. And it did that for other games too. It did that for like Grand Blue. And some games just, it's not that they didn't operate, but like the text was all messed up or too small because it's not built, because it's not Steam Deck verified. Like it was just a lot of weird stuff that I just didn't like. So I got tired of tinkering. I got tired of that. And once I saw the Switch 2 and how powerful it was going to be, it was powerful, like, you know, not the most powerful, but it was powerful enough. And once I saw the games that were coming to it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I really don't need the Steam Deck anymore. So I sold it to help get to the Switch 2. Let's see, OJ, I think they did fix that because that happened to me with Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they fixed it or not, but I wasn't, and also, Power World never worked for me, so yeah, like I know it worked for other people. I know there's people online that says that it works and that's fine, but like it never actually booted up for me. Like it never actually booted up, not a single time, which I complained about multiple times on live streams and stuff. Like, hey, look, I like Power World, but it's not even working for me on Steam Deck. So yeah, there was also that as well. Like I said, there might have been a fix for it or whatever the case is. So yeah, that's that. For third parties, a lot better in my opinion, Steam Deck, but if you like Nintendo games and prefer them, I get why you want to sell it. Yeah, I don't know if the thing about it though is that here's the thing, and I agree, there's definitely more third parties right now, but if you look at the third parties that are on the Switch 2 and how they perform, a lot of them definitely perform better than Steam Deck, you know. So am I willing to not deal with the headaches? And yeah, sure, you can get more, but isolate the games that I actually want to play on Switch 2. I'd rather have that perfectly optimized games that are built for the system compared to the other
Player
stuff.
Essence Saga, where it made you try PC gaming for a little bit.
Yes.
Wow.
Power World was the saga that made me try PC gaming. Well, actually, it was even before that though. Like I did play a few other games when I got my PC in 2022. There was some, but I wasn't really. I'm like, it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, the way that even how I was playing games on Steam Deck, like I said, if I want to dock the game, the experience of docking the game was not great. I bought a dock that online people said, buy this dock. This dock works for Steam Deck. When I hooked it up to try to for it to work, it didn't really work seamlessly at all. And on my TV, like it would sometimes send the signal, but then not send it right away. And it was just super weird. And sometimes it just it didn't work at all. And I connected it correctly, and I looked on Twitter and all that. Like, I don't want to have to fight with the hardware that I'm using. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to tinker and fight with everything. Like, my settings are messing up anytime that I try to play it portably. If I try to dock it, it doesn't necessarily dock. It's not instant. Sometimes it's not recognizing with my TV. No Mario Kart World tonight. We're going to have it soon, though. So it was just a problem, man. Switch 2 is super simple. If I want to play a game, you just play the game. There is no crazy settings and tinkering. If I want to dock it, I can just dock it. I dock it and it instantly goes to the TV. No problem whatsoever. So I was just like, yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm good on that one. So yeah. Yeah, third-party games perform better on Switch 2 than on Steam Deck. I love my Steam Deck when it first came out, but it switched for me now. Steam runs. And the thing about it is that even with the Switch 1, I was still saying I'd rather just play games on that because of how seamless it is. Now, once again, everybody's different, right? I'm not sitting here trying to bash what you like. That's not what we're doing here. Like, if you think Steam Deck's better, or if you like it more, if you feel that it runs things better, or whatever, like, that's fine. I don't care. It's your life. You can do whatever. I'm just telling you guys what happened and the reason why. Like, because like I said, these are all things that I'm not the only one who said this type of stuff. Other people have also said this type of stuff. With the system, I just wanted something that was easy, fast, and seamless. And you know, Steam Deck can be that for some people, but for everyone, it's not. You know. These portable PCs in general. Like I had a ROG Ally before I had a Steam Deck, so I actually bought the ROG Ally first, and that thing I took it back like the same day. Like I hated it. The interface, everything, like it's a Windows PC. It's like trying to navigate on there. I absolutely hated it. Trying to tinker with the oh my gosh, I did not like it at all. So I took that back the same day and just bought a Steam Deck right after that. So that's what I first bought a ROG Ally, but then I was like, this thing's terrible. Then I took that back and then I bought a Steam Deck instead. A Steam Deck OLED. The Portis is Slim with the $5 donut says, did you disrespect Gaben by selling your Steam Deck just because he's fat? You should have been more body positive about Gabe Newell. No, I did not. I did not sell it because that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? 78 on the board. That has nothing to do with it. Tyler says, yeah, I sold my ROG Ally. It was too much. Yeah, and to be honest, I don't have as much time to sit there and play a million Steam, PC sale games. Like I don't like, and I get the sales on PC. I have a bunch of games, but I end up just not playing them. So like the Steam sale game, like that doesn't move me at all. I don't care. Because I don't have the time to play all the games that I'd even be able to buy. Sure, I can buy all the games, but I don't even have the time to play everything that I want to play, like on PlayStation. Well, I used to like to play games on Xbox, but it's a little different now. But anyway, I don't have the time, I don't have the time to actually play everything that I want to buy like day one. Like let's say Expedition 33, right? I don't have the time to play that, to play Guardians of Azuma, to play, Mario Kart, to play Donkey Kong, like to play Ghost of Yotei, like all the games that I know I want to buy, plus a bunch of old Steam games or Steam sale games. Like I don't have the time to be just sitting there and playing all these games. Oh, well, they have a million games on sale. That's great for them. There's a million games on sale on the eShop too. There's a million games on sale on all these platforms. There's lots of sales on everything, So I don't have time to be sitting there and just be playing a bunch of games that are on sale just because they're on sale, So that's the reason why I don't really get moved too much by Steam sales or stuff like that.
The closest I got to liking PC gaming was when I had a ROG Ally X with SteamOS on it. And I was playing Metaphor, but I think I only liked it because of Metaphor.
Yeah, it was because I tried Metaphor. Here's the funny thing. I actually had a Steam Deck when Metaphor was out, right? And I tried it on there, and I'm like, this is crusty. This is kind of crusty. It was not optimized for the Steam Deck very well. And they put out some updates and it was a little bit better. Like I think we can get it running at 40, but I'm running, I'm like, I'm being like a freaking nerd. I'm running tests, trying to get it, trying to calculate where do I put the render settings. And I just got tired of it, man. I just got tired of doing that. I'm looking at the little, Steam Deck, you can easily see like your frames per second and everything. Like it's very easily where you can adjust. And like I'm testing things, I'm testing out different settings. Let me move the shadow quality. I'm just like, oh Lord have mercy. I'm tired. So I just said screw it. I just dropped the Steam Deck PC version and I just bought the PS5 version and just called it and just played Metaphor on my PS5. I just said I'm done. I just bought Metaphor on PS5 and I really enjoyed it. I used the Portal a little bit with it, but it was so sketchy. Sometimes it'd work great, sometimes it wouldn't. So I ended up just mostly just playing Metaphor on my PS5, which is fine, Although I wish I had a better portable option to play Metaphor. But yeah, I bought it for the Atlas stuff, and it ended up not working out very well for me. Shout outs to Mr. Kevin with the $2. What's up, OJ? How you doing today? Can I get some music from Shining Force? Yeah, of course. Shining Force music. So yeah. And that's fine, man. I'm just saying that there's sales everywhere, Justin. There's sales all over the place. Like, there's sales everywhere. Every place. Like, right now, there's sales on the eShop where you can get a bunch of games on sale right now. Whether what's better or not, it doesn't really matter. There's a ton of sales all the time for all these different places. There's only so many games that you can buy. There's only so many games that you can buy. You're not going to have the time to play all those games. Do you play every single game that you get on Steam sale? I know I don't, because I've bought Steam sales before. They just sit there unplayed. I've bought a bunch of games on eShop. They sit there unplayed. I don't really have time to be sitting there and playing a bazillion games on Steam sales, So for me, it's not worth the headaches that it comes with in order to try to tinker with everything and to not have it seamless. But that's just my opinion. Once again, that's just my opinion. And once again, most of the games that I want to play them day one. Like most months, I have at least one game that I know I'm going to be playing for the next month and I want to play on day one that's not going to be a Steam sale. So, like I said, the time to even play all the games is not even there. So it becomes almost irrelevant to me because I don't have time to be just sitting there playing Steam games or playing eShop games or playing PSN sales or playing Xbox. All these shops have tons of sales. I got a million games. Literally, I got so many games wrapped up, sealed that I haven't even opened. I got a crazy backlog of games. Nothing, Steam sales or any sales don't move me like that. Like I said, because I have too much to play anyway. You know, that's like I said. That's just my opinion. Other people obviously feel different. So, shout out to Deported Sicilian with the $5 dono, and he says, if Gaben takes Ozempic, dials his diet, and trains with you, will you buy a Steam Deck back? OJ, give Gaben one more chance. I'm sorry, man. I've given it the best shot that I could. You know, in 2023, 2024, I gave it the best shot. It's not working for me, man. It's just not working for me. So yeah. OJ only plays RPGs and first-party Nintendo. Yeah, that's definitely not true. I've definitely played other games outside of that. For example, I played and beat Astrobot, which is a first-party platformer from Sony. But Projo, I mean, sure. I mean, it's not like you're going to listen to what I say anyway. Chrono Rig says, I just bought Dot Hack GU and Mario Rabbids on sale this week for $30. Nice. Those are pretty good games. OJ, you seen Pac-Man game? Was an April Direct. The game is 4K 60. Yeah, I did see that. Ozempic Jutsu from Deported Sicilian. Let's go. I love all gaming and tech. There's something nostalgic always for me about Nintendo systems. Let's see here. And those NES days. Oh, yeah. So yeah. Oh, here comes the moving of the goalpost. You only do this. No, I did this. Oh, well, other than Astrobot recent, like, just say, oh, my bad. Just say, oh, my bad. Okay, my bad, OJ. I was wrong. My bad. You can just say that. There's no point. You can just say I was wrong. Or, I mean, I can show you my PS5 games if you want to see them. There's more than just RPGs on PS5 that I've played. I can show you them if you want that. Jesus Christ. Some of you guys are like, Projo, you're legit. I'm not, I won't go there. But Jesus Christ, man. Chill on this stuff, bro. Chill. Damn. Let's see here. They can't say my... It's impossible to just admit that you're wrong on some things. Like, for some people, it's impossible to admit that you're wrong. I easily bring up a game. Whoa, well, no, that's just one game. And I'm like, oh, Lord. Okay. Sure. Stellar Blade isn't an RPG. Yes, I played Stellar... I mean, whatever... I mean, I guess you can... It's an action game. I don't know what you want to count Stellar Blade as. But yeah, I played and beat Stellar Blade. Yes. So yeah, that's another game, you know. Oh, by the way, did I play Helldivers? Did I stream Helldivers? Yes. I played Helldivers. That is a third-person shooter. I played Helldivers as well. So... that's why I didn't really want to get into the other stuff, because I mentioned the game that was somewhat recent, so that'll make it like, oh, okay, like it was a big game that was not that, but yes, I played a bunch of other games too, but it's all good. Yeah, Helldivers, that's a Japanese game. Also, Stellar Blade is not Japanese. Also, it is a Korean game. Stellar Blade is not Japanese. Also, Helldivers is not Japanese either. Let's see here. Places would for sure admit what is. I'll take an L when I'm wrong. I'll take the L. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take an L if I'm wrong on some things, man. But, so yeah, Claire Obscure. Well, Claire Obscure, that's an RPG, so it doesn't fit necessarily the discussion that we're having right now. But yes, it's a French RPG, which that's not even like a real thing in terms of like a genre. It's a French developed RPG that emulates Japanese RPGs, but then goes with more of like what you'd see from a Western game. So it's a really weird style of hybrid. So yeah, really weird style of hybrid. I have I have lost a lot of interest in Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch libraries. Yeah, pretty much. I have not played a game on my Xbox, and I don't remember when the last time I did. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. But I don't think I've actually played a game on my Xbox in years. It's just been sitting there underneath my my entertainment center, like in the underneath compartment. It's just been sitting there. It's still hooked up, but I should probably unhook it. But yeah, because now I use my LG TV more, because I used to use it for Twitch, and for apps, like to watch like YouTube and stuff, but there's no point. My LG TV's better and faster than it anyway. You should probably be just using your TV, you know, like the apps on there anyway. So yeah, I've just been using my TV for that. So yeah, I haven't turned it on in a while. Doesn't mean that there isn't good games though. There's definitely good games to play on there on the Xbox. It's just there's just not really anything that I've played recently. But maybe I'll get back to it. Xbox Series X. OJ, didn't you love Prince of Persia 2D Metroidvania? I did. I played that predominantly on my PS5, and then I played it sometimes because like you can transfer it over to the handheld you can transfer the save data over to the Switch, so it has cross save across any platform. So I'd play Prince of Persia on my PS5, and then I would transfer it over to my Nintendo Switch and play that portable. And it's not that bad. It's actually pretty seamless for the most part, as long as you just upload your save data after you're done. And then you can transfer it over to your, you can transfer it over and you can access it anywhere on your Ubisoft account. So yeah, I did play Prince of Persia on my PS5. I mainly played it on my PS5, and then, like I said, portable on my Switch. Sometimes I would forget to do the whole save cloud upload, so then I would just say screw it and just play it on my PS5, if I forgot. But yes, I bought it twice. I bought it on Switch and I bought it on, or no, I got a review code. I think I got a review code on Switch, and then I think I bought it on PlayStation 5. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it was. So yeah, let's see here. I wouldn't have an Xbox if it wasn't gifted to me. My brother gifted me my original Xbox. My original Xbox. My original Xbox One. My brother gifted me that. So yeah. You ever played Lego games, OJ? I've played them, but I'm not a big Lego game fan. No. Let's see. I feel like I have to step outside my bubble more when it comes to Nintendo games. Maybe never played Xenoblade or any DK game. I guess I'm just Mario, Pokemon, Zelda guy. I mean, Donkey Kong and Mario are the same IP. They originated from the same IP. So, I mean, if you like Mario, like a platformer, like if you like Mario Odyssey, for example, you'll probably like the new DK game. If you like 2D Mario games, you'll probably like 2D DK. So, I mean, yeah, maybe that's just you not trying out stuff. But I mean, you should like Donkey Kong. I mean, it's a different vibe, but it's still really good. Xenoblade is, yeah, like Xenoblade. If you like RPGs, then you might like Xenoblade. You might not, it just depends. So try it. But yeah, if you don't want to, then that's cool too, Let's see. Love the OG Xbox. They'll have lots of games. OG Xbox. Yes, the OG Xbox is great. I used to play Halo on the OG Xbox a lot. Halo, Fable. What else did I play on there? Like, oh gosh, what was that game? It was so good. BioWare made it on the original OG Xbox. It's a martial arts RPG. I totally forgot about. I forgot the name, but I play that game a lot. Also, the Warriors. So much stuff. Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden. Yep, very good, very good. CR World's getting with the $3.
Speaking of
Jade
Expedition
Empire.
33,
Yeah.
a colleague from work was stunned to learn the game was from a French dev. He was like, I didn't know the French were good at something.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there like, brah, I'm French. Wish I said that out loud. Lol.
Oh man, yeah, dude. That's crazy. Shout outs, man. Thank you, CR World's Gaming, with the combo breaks. We are almost at the 1 hour extension. 9 more points. We get to the 1 hour extension. Let's do it. We're already past the 45. 1 hour at a hundo. Let's go. That's crazy, man. That's so crazy. French makes some good wine. That's true. French makes some good wine. Jade Empire was the game that I was talking about, guys. It's a martial arts RPG. It's fantastic. It's on the original Xbox. BioWare made it. BioWare made it on the original OG Xbox. So we're talking about the ghetto Xbox, 2001 Xbox. That one. It's called Jade Empire. It's a martial arts RPG. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. But anyway, yeah, I played that game, beat that game, thought it was great. So yeah, the original OG Xbox, I played a lot of games. The Warriors, come out to play. Yeah, that movie. There was a game that was made by Rockstar. So good. I don't know if you guys ever played that game before, but watch the movie, play the game. Good stuff. Good stuff. Chris the Shriner Dog with the $5 dono. Just catching up on Tears of the Kingdom using the Zelda notes. Absolutely love this. Also, was able to find another Switch 2 for my cousin who just moved here to Utah. Nice. Let's go, man. You got Chris the Shriner cousin moving out to Utah. Let's go, man. I'm glad that you're able to find him a Switch and all that. Yeah, I want to buy for Christmas. I know my nephew's not watching it. For Christmas, I want to buy my nephews a Switch 2. They have a Switch Lite, but I want to buy them a Switch 2 for Christmas. So I'll probably have to pick up an extra one and get them one. I think I'm gonna get them that, and I'm gonna get them probably like Mario Kart so they can play that. So yeah. Hey OJ, how you doing today? I'm okay. Just sad to know a YouTuber I've been subscribed to for more than a decade passed away. His name was PS360HD. Yeah, I heard about that, Static Shock. I had watched some of his videos. You know, he was big in the anime community back in like the early, I think like the early 2010s and stuff like that. So I definitely, yes, I remember the Bruce Lee game. It wasn't very good. So yeah, I had watched some of his videos, but I didn't really know him or anything like that. But yeah, it was very sad to see that for sure. Or rest in peace to PS. 360 HD 2. That name is that's just such an old school, you know, YouTuber name. You know, I love it. I also played Neo on my PS5. I also played the Neo collection as well. You know, so I don't only play just RPGs and Nintendo exclusives. Although Neo's like, it's like a Souls action RPG, I guess, but it's not a Nintendo exclusive. It's kind of like it's like a Souls game. So yeah, Neo's very tough. I'm not sold on DK Bananza. I need a direct and Madden. It looked good to me, but the gameplay looks boring and repetitive. I prefer most of the game the jungle setting and mostly using rocks. I don't know. I don't think it looks repetitive considering they showed so many different styles of the gameplay that you can do in the game. So if anything, it looks way better than it did beforehand. So yeah, DK Bananza actually looks like it's one of the most creative games that's been out there and less repetitive than a lot of other games out there, especially platformers. I mean, if you're talking like Astrobot, for example, or Crash Bandicoot, this looks like it has like way more stuff that you can do in, compared to some of those games, considering the amount of destruction and considering the types of levels that you can do as well. So that's just my opinion, though. Player, since is gaming on PS5 Pro right now, Death Stranding 2's already come out in June 2025. I don't know what you're talking about. Am I playing Death Stranding? No, I'm not playing Death Stranding. No. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Poke UFO? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. But I highly recommend checking out the previews for Donkey Kong Bonanza. You'll see the amount of variety that it has. It's got 2D levels. It's got challenge levels. It's got kind of like puzzle type stuff. It's got the barrel levels. It's got all sorts of stuff. It's pretty crazy with the amount of variety in the game. It's pretty nuts. What's up, Minato Max? Welcome, man. How you doing today? What's up, Bob? Which DK game is your favorite game to play on Switch? Tropical Freeze. I mean, there's a lot of them on there, but Tropical Freeze is probably the best DK game that I've played. Tropical Freeze and DKC 1 or DKC 2. Those are probably like my favorites. But Bonanza's looking like it could be right up there, if not better than those games. DK looks great. DK looks fantastic. Every time I see new footage of Bonanza, it looks better and better. Yes, it's looking better and better. I actually have a clip that I wanted to show you guys. I didn't want to show you guys too much. But there is one clip that I want to show you guys that I thought was pretty cool. So yeah. I think Obi clipped it on Twitter, so I wanted to show you guys that. Give me just 1 second here, and I can find that clip. I can find it, and then I can. Oh yeah, there's a new commercial too, so we can check out the commercial as well for Donkey Kong as well. But I don't know where that gameplay. Okay, here it is. Man, Obi posts like a million things in a day. All right, so here is a clip, a new gameplay clip of a 2D level for Donkey Kong Bonanza. And sorry for the quality because it's Twitter compression, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Poke UFO with the $10 dono. And it says, I grew up with Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. I'm so hyped for this game, but at the same time, give us a release date for Metroid Prime 4. Yes, Metroid Prime 4 release date, it's coming. Metroid Prime 4 release date is coming as we hit the 100 for the extension on the stream. Hey yo, combo breaks. It is coming. We're gonna get back to Poke UFO. We're gonna get back to what you just said, man. Let's check out this trailer first, or this gameplay footage first, for Donkey Kong. Sorry for the compression. Oh, clap. Sticker Brush Symphony. This guy's kind of trash right here, so excuse this part right here. Alright. That was from VGC, so that was the clip. It wasn't too much. The nostalgia vibes with the what's it called? With the
Overclock Buster!
The nostalgia vibes, overclock. Yo, we hit that. Let's go. With the Sticker Brush Symphony. So it's very good. Very, 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 very good stuff. Love the style. Love the sound effects. Love Pauline in the background saying, yeah, woohoo, yeah. Like, as she's blasting off as like what a 13-year-old would say. Heck, even an adult would probably be like, woo. So, I mean, I'm loving the vibes. DK looks fantastic, man. It really looks super, super fun and cool, dude. It really does. There is also a commercial as well that I think that Obi posted. So, yeah, here's the commercial for Donkey Kong Bonanza. We can check that out too. It's about a minute long, so not too bad. All right, let's do this. Kart. The lowrider.
Unleash your inner Kong in Donkey Kong Bonanza. Rated everyone 10 and up. Only on Nintendo
telling you,
Switch
man,
2.
this game's gonna be lit. It's so good. That's a great commercial. Reminds me of the Mario Bros 3 commercial from back in the day. It reminds me of that one where all the people are like, Mario 3, then it goes up. So it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But yeah, it was a great commercial. And also having some of the vocals in there from Pauline as well. That was awesome. Seriously, so good, so good. So definitely excited for Donkey Kong. Definitely excited. Started chanting DK with him. My daughter looked at me like I was insane. I told her she doesn't want. You started chanting DK. Your daughter looks like, what is? Oh my God, Dad, stop. I know the secondhand embarrassment. Trust me. There's times when my daughter, she tells me a few different things like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm like, relax. All right, let me be old. No, man, it's so good. It's so good, man. Great commercial. I'm telling you, dude, it's going to be a fantastic game. This could definitely be a Game of the Year nominee. Based off of what we've seen so far, based off the previews, based off everything, this could be a 90+ rated game. I mean, Donkey Kong games usually are pretty good, although a lot of reviewers do give them lower scores because they're hard, but at least in the recent time. Like, Tropical Freeze had no business being like a low 80s game. She probably should have been mid to high 80s. I'd probably say mid to high 80s at the bare minimum. But anyway, regardless, I think this game might actually help out because there's a baby mode for the people that want to play baby mode. There's a baby mode in the game. And it's, once again, it's a big 3D game. It's not 2D. So I can see this game reviewing better. Maybe high 80s, you know, or low 90s. I think it's going to be a lot better. So yeah. Shoutouts to
That
Justin with the 3.
commercial was goofy, but in a good way.
Yes.
Lol.
Donkey Kong is goofy. And the funny thing is that Donkey Kong commercials over the years have always been kind of weird and goofy, depending on like what commercial it is. So absolutely, absolutely, man, love it, love it, love it. Good stuff, man. Like I said, I'm super, super, super excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza, man. I think it's gonna be great. Justin, thank you for the big $3, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. My man, Justin at the top, or actually, no. Ralphie's still at the top of the board with the 20. And with his 20 more, my man, Ralphie, but my man Justin right behind him. Thank you so much, Cyber Taurus as well. Thank you so much, Cyber Taurus. And also Poke UFO. I appreciate that as well, man. Thank you for the big 10. You grew up with Donkey Kong, so let's go, man. That's definitely a good thing. I grew up with Donkey Kong as well. I mean, there's obviously Donkey Kong the arcade game, Donkey Kong Arcades, Donkey Kong Country, all sorts of stuff, man. So it's great. Even though it's not game of the year, I honestly think it could be the highest selling game of the year. I don't think it's going to be the highest selling game of the year because Mario Kart's going to be Mario Kart's probably going to sell better than Donkey Kong. A lot of us are getting more excited for it because of the controversies and stuff, but Mario Kart's selling like crazy. Like, it's selling at a people are buying it in store, people are buying it on the eShop. Mario Kart is still the top dog, you know. So I think Mario Kart's going to outsell Donkey Kong pretty easily. But yeah, I think it's still going to be a good seller. So the reviewers are probably not going to pick Death Stranding as Game of the Year right now. Right now, the front runner by far is Clay Obscure Expedition 33. Death Stranding is very good, but it is an evolution, not an evolution. Evolution games versus evolution games. The evolution games, or the always kind of win out, you know. Or sorry, the revolution games. Sorry, revolution games. The games that completely have like a completely different tone and vibe from what we saw. Those ones usually beat out the games that don't. The evolution games. Sorry, I mixed it up there. Cyber Torch with another $5 dono. I think that actually gets you to the top of the board because you did, I think you did 10, and then, yeah, and then 2 5. So I think that's 30. So yeah, I think you're up at the top of the board there. Cyber Torch with the $5 says Donkey Kong was my first video game I ever played on our ColecoVision. Fun fact, I still have it. You still have a Donkey Kong from the ColecoVision? Can you send me a picture of that? Cyber T, I would love to actually see that. If you can dust it off, if it's not too hard. I mean, if you can't, that's fine. But that's awesome, dude. Seriously. Yo, what the heck? Thank you for the $30 so far. You are now the Hokage of the stream. Anybody's 30 or more, been out. My man Cyber T at the top of the board. Also, let's get the combos on here. We're at what is that? 124. Going towards the platinum combo of 150. Yo, we out here. Thank you guys so much for your support tonight, man. It really, truly means a lot to me. Let's go. Further than beyond, baby. DK Arcade, for sure. DK Jr. was my jam. Older heads know. Oh, yeah, I remember playing DK Jr. It's like he's climbing on those vines. DK Jr. out there trying to save Pops. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat Expedition 33. I get it. Kojima glazing. Listen, I get it. But the last time that Death Stranding was up against another game, it was Sekiro. And Sekiro wasn't necessarily an revolution for the Souls games, but it was something very different than what you see with typical Souls. So that game won out. I do think that Death Stranding 2 is a lot better, but I still think that Expedition 33 has the hearts of most of the people that are playing, like most of the journalist game developer people. So I still believe that. I still believe Expedition 33 is the game to beat from who I follow. The reason why I can predict it, because I follow all the people, or I keep tabs on all the people, all like the PlayStation journalist people that, you know, are just gonna vote for whatever PlayStation game is the best game. So like I keep tabs on all of them, and they all keep saying the same thing, that Expedition 33 is still the game to beat, even after Death Stranding.
Do you still have the first game you played? I still have the Super Mario World copy that I first played.
Yeah. I remember first playing back in the 80s in terms of console games for Nintendo, like Mario Bros. I still have Mario Bros. Yeah, I still have it. I think I actually am Pulp with the $5. This fun fact: Nintendo had a hand in making Death Stranding. Well, Death Stranding 2, it was Nintendo Pictures, which Nintendo Pictures it was a subsidiary that they bought, and they already had a contract to help work on that before Nintendo purchased them. So technically yes, but like not really. But technically yeah. But yeah, that's kind of, you know, kind of. But yeah, they already pretty much, they fulfilled their existing obligation to Nintendo Pictures before they were purchased. So they already had a deal with Kojima to help them work on like certain cutscenes and stuff. Nintendo purchased them, so of course they're still going to finish out that contract. So yeah, so yes, they did have a hand in a really weird type of way, right? Like a really weird, different type of way. So yeah, if you're just joining us, because I did see that we get a big viewer bump, we're talking about how Nintendo put up and then pulled that they sold 5 million units already within a month. So in the last, it would be June 26th or 25th. They put up that they sold, let's see here, in 3 weeks they sold 5 million units. So we don't know because Nintendo did pull that right away. So it could have been a projection, but it does line up with the sales, like the Japanese sales numbers that we have. It does line up with the sales numbers that are like factual. So what they put out was about like 1.4 something million for Japan in 3 weeks. That lines up with how much they've sold. If you take the Japanese sales that we know from the Famitsu, and you take like the initial sales of probably about 1.1 million, 1.4, almost 1.5 million, it lines right up with the weekly sales that we've gotten from Japan. So whether it was an estimate or whether it was actually those were the sales numbers, I mean, it's just one of those things to where we don't really know. Nintendo pulled it, but it does seem like they've sold around 5 million units probably. I mean, considering if you look at the US and Japan, it's been, you know, not sold out everywhere, but people are buying it in large, in like regular stock. Like quantities come in, they sell. Quantities come in, they sell in a lot of places. Not everywhere. Obviously, Australia has them, but in a lot of places they sell quite a bit in the bigger markets, you know. So yeah, that's what we talked about there as well. So if you have questions or if you have comments or if you want to talk about that, feel free. Talk about that as well. Let's see here. Shout outs to my man Polk UFO though. Thank you for the multiple donuts. You guys give some Polk UFO some love, man. He's been dropping some love on the channel. So thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. If you have any music, remember, if you drop a dono, you can put what music you want. I can play only video game music and some tracks I can't play, but let me know. So if you drop a dono and you forgot to put a track, let me know and I got you. Let's see here. Bad Set with the $20. And he says, great afternoon, OJ. Hopefully all is well. We are about to see a great amount of sales for DK Bananza. 20 million units. That's my bet in 3 weeks. What? There's no way they can sell 20 million units in 3 weeks because the Switch 2 won't even have 20 million units out there. So even if it had a 100% attach ratio, like there's not going to be 20 million units out there. So I think you meant 2 million units. 2 million units. I think that's what you meant. 2 million. Due to it being a new IP. Donkey Kong Bonanza is not a new IP. That's not new. Donkey Kong's not new. I'm not sure what you're talking about, that's it. I think you're just joking around. Music, Donkey Kong Country, Jungle Hijinks. Believe it. Naruto. Yo, let's go. Jungle Hijinks. Yeah, you know what? 40 million. Just bump it up. Bump it up more. Also bump up the first platinum. Yo, let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. Hitting that platinum goal. Next one up, double platinum. But we got the first single platinum. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Let's hit the limit break, baby. Limit breaks. Let's go. Can I get whatever Vad is smoking? That's some good-ish. I think he's just messing around because there's no way they can sell 20 million in 3 weeks. So he's just playing around. Shout outs, guys. Appreciate that. Platinum achieved. Next one up. I think next one up is at 200. We can get to the solid 2 platinum. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for your support, man. I appreciate it. Keep on hitting that like button. If you have not hit that like button, keep hitting that like button. Let's go. Let's see here. Remember when Breath of the Wild outsold the Switch? Yeah, because obviously people bought special editions. Plus, Nintendo didn't have enough Switch systems, so people just bought the system or bought the game and said, "Oh well, when I get a Switch, I'll do it." And plus, some people, like I said, bought the black box edition or bought special editions. Plus, they bought the game digitally, so it outpaced the actual system sales like for the first month. I mean, I definitely won't sell 20 million before Nintendo sells 20 million Switch 2s. Exactly, yeah. What's the best Nintendo Muso game? I don't know what that means, best Nintendo Muso. Nintendo doesn't make, like... Oh, you mean, like the games that Koei Tecmo makes for Nintendo? Like, all that type of stuff? The best one? I mean, in terms of just, like, fundamentally, like, everything, like, Age of Calamity, to me, is, like, I probably have the most fun playing Age of Calamity, although Age of Calamity runs the worst, so it's hard to say that one's the best one. But like all things considered, Age of Calamity is really good. But if it's not that game, then it's maybe Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. That game's also really good. Or even Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I think Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition might be the best one. That runs at 60 FPS on Switch 1. And it has a ton of content, like a bazillion hours of content. It's got a lot of fun characters, so it really just depends on what you're looking for. It's hard to say, because while they're all Muso games, they all play and like act kind of, I mean, they have a similar theme, but the way that you play the games are very different at times, like in terms of combos and characters and story and things like that. So yeah. Quadruple dip. Some people bought black box edition, regular standard edition, and a digital game. Some people went nuts. I didn't do all that, but some people went nuts. Sega out here saying they did not expect Switch to be success is so hilarious, especially after their lack of support for years. I don't know. Sega still supported the Nintendo Switch 1. I mean, they're actually one of the bigger publishers on the system. But I mean, I guess if you're talking about like later, they took a while to get like Yakuza Kiwami and stuff like that. But yeah, they didn't expect it to be, like I said, a lot of people didn't expect it to do well. So I mean, you can't even really blame them. A lot of people didn't expect it to do well. I mean, that's just how it is. I think Pirate Warriors 4 is an underrated game. Oh yeah, Pirate Warriors 4 is pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of people didn't listen. I don't blame anybody for not expecting the Switch 2 to do well. Or Switch 1 to do well. Like I literally called that before the system even came out. Like, hey, look, a lot of third-party developers aren't going to have any confidence. You can't just get support when you flop and fail. Like, if you flop and fail and you don't want to make an x86 system, you don't want to make your system at the same time other people make their systems to make it easier for the developers. They have no obligation to make games. It's not charity, and I think that sometimes gamers don't understand that. Just because you like Nintendo the most or we like it, that does not mean developers are obligated to break their hand and put millions of dollars to support something that they don't think is going to do well. And if they're wrong, they're wrong. But you can't blame. I can't really blame any third-party developer for not necessarily believing that it was going to start out really good, or that it was going to be, it was going to sell super well. I can't blame them. I can't blame them. All right, let's see here. JCat says, please use my message. JCat, what's your message? Mustache Man with the $2 says, red, yellow, blue, green. Red, yellow, blue, green. All right, let me see JCat. What's up, JCat? Welcome. The number was discovered on their website a week ago before the end of April, June, so it's just a forecast. I have the link for when it was discovered. Oh, okay, the number was already there before anything. Okay, got you. I think that was a pretty spot-on forecast if that was the case, JCat, because it's lining up, like the first 3-week sales are lining up what we saw in Japan. So that's very interesting that Nintendo was able to actually potentially predict exactly how much they were going to do in Japan and everything, which that makes sense if they were having lottery ticket sales and stuff like that. So yeah. Is Pirate Warriors the One Piece one? Is that exclusive to Switch? No, it's not exclusive to Switch. Pirate Warriors, it's on, I think, all platforms, if I'm not correct. I'm not sure. I don't play One Piece games, so I don't really know. Pirate Warriors 4 runs and loads so much better on Switch 2. Okay, that's good. Pretty much all of the Hyrule Warriors, like all the Warriors games that are on Switch 1 play better on Switch 2. Like every single one of them all play better. Every single one. So if you didn't like it on Switch 1 and you want to play it on Switch 2, check it out. I did a video where I went over all of the Fire Emblem games that are on the Switch 2, like playing them backwards compatible. Fire Emblem Warriors, it's already 60 FPS on Switch 1, but the quality mode feels a lot better on Switch 2. And the graphics are noticeable. There is a noticeable difference between the quality mode and the performance mode in in Fire Emblem Warriors on the Switch 1. Like, you can notice it, it is noticeable. But if you move it over to performance mode, you can see the difference in graphics, but the frame rate gets way better. But that game actually, it runs and looks great, obviously, on Switch 1, but it runs and looks great on Switch 2 as well. Age of Calamity runs now at a locked 30 FPS instead of dipping into like the teens. And the 2-player mode is completely fixed. It just locks it at 30. Still would like 60 FPS for that game, but hey, it is what it is. And then Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, that game runs at 60, pretty much locked. And that might be like the most complete feature packed in terms of like the complete everything, right? You have the 60 FPS, you have the gameplay, you have the characters, you have the story. That might be the most complete Muso game for Nintendo for the like to play on the Switch 2, like is Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. That game's fantastic. I like it a lot. It feels a bit more stiff though compared to Fire Emblem Warriors. Okay, yeah, shoutouts JCat, shoutouts for sure. I got you on that one. I'll probably do like an update news video on that then, if that's the case, or I'll probably put out a tweet on there as well. Square Enix needs to bring Dissidia 1 and 2, Dissidia 1 on Switch. I used to play that game on the PSP. I don't know if they'll ever bring that game over. That might be a dead franchise, but yeah, you never know. I should wait for Xenoblade Chronicles DE patch or just play it. I've been waiting. I have not beat the game yet because I've been waiting for a patch. So I'm hoping for a patch soon. I think the 3DS held up the Wii U era, but Nintendo needed to move away from that and do something new. The funny thing about that, Squirrel, is that the Wii U actually helped birth the Nintendo Switch. So while, yes, the Wii U was a failure, and they were definitely not going to make a Wii U 2 or Wii 3 or anything, the Wii U's technology in terms of the beaming, having like a base system, and then having a portable unit, that actually helped inspire them, which they talked about, to make the Nintendo Switch 1. So if anything, it was more of just like an evolution. One of the biggest complaints that people had about the Wii U was that you couldn't take the gamepad anywhere. Believe it or not, people did. That was a complaint. Yes, that was a complaint. So Nintendo was like, okay, well, we'll make it to where you can take it anywhere, you know? So, Octopus Remastered. Octopus? Do you mean Octopath? I think you mean Octopath Poke. Yeah, I would love... I think you mean Octopath. I don't know. I would love for them to put out an update for Octopath 1 and 2 on the Switch 2 for it to run and load faster, run better. You know, because it runs at 4K 60 on PS5. So I would really like an update for Octopath 1 and 2. That would be great. Okay, yeah, I thought you meant Octopath. Got you. It's kind of like Octopus 8, So I mean, that's, you know, it is what it is. But yes, we don't need a remastered version we just need a free update, or we need even if they want to charge $10 or whatever. I don't really care. But just, yeah, Octopath 1 and 2 update, that'd be great. You know, on a cartridge, that'd even be better. Get Octopath 1 and 2 on a cartridge, you know, whatever, $70 or $80, whatever they want to charge. I think that'd be good too. Crispy with the dollar dono and says, hey OJ, do you think Nintendo would ever adopt a subscription-based business model with modern games, not retro games like NSO? Not anytime soon. No, I don't think they're going to do that because they make too much money off of their big games, and it also, they don't want to diminish the value of their first party games. When you put your games on a service, it immediately diminishes some of the value. At least that's probably what Nintendo thinks. Obviously Sony thinks that they don't want to put their big first party games at launch on the service, and they even removed some of their games, if I'm not correct, which some people were complaining about on Twitter. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I don't think they want to do that because Nintendo has a lot of value in having like an actual big release. So I don't think they're going to try to put it on a service because I think they want to get that 70, 80, 60, 70 or $80 from you, you know? So I think after watching what happened with Microsoft, I think Sony and Nintendo are like, no mas, we're good. Because like Microsoft went all in on subscription service on putting their big games day one, and that did not work out for them. That did not sell consoles. That did not work out for them. So I doubt it. What's up, Katana Riku? Shout outs, man. I wanted a Wii U to be the Switch so bad. I took the console with me everywhere and played Smash 4 on the gamepad. So you had like a separate power source to to play the game, Psycho Pie? Let's see. Hyrule Warriors Definitive is the Wii U one, right? Yeah, it's the Wii U port onto the Nintendo Switch. That's so much fun playing that back on the Wii U. Good pickup for my Switch 2. Yes, it's a great pickup for Switch 2 because it somehow runs at 1080p, even though the game was 720p on the in portable mode on the Switch 1. Runs at 1080p, so it looks super sharp and clear. It runs good, and it plays good, and there's like 1 million hours of content. Now, once again, if you have nothing else to do, I would say buy the game because that game just, I mean, if you want to just feel like button mashing. I mean, although there are some more in-depth combos and stuff like that, and they got some really cool DLC for the game. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I thought about maybe going back to it myself. Crispy Toke with another dollar dono says, do you think PC is still on the table for Nintendo first-party games? Yes. Yeah, I do. People like to sit there and kill me for this one. But I still do think that Nintendo will eventually put games on PC at some point. Now, will they put their big first-party games day and date? No. But will you be able to play, I don't know, Mario Galaxy on a PC someday, officially from Nintendo? Sure. Absolutely. Will you be able to play Mario Galaxy jacked directly into your TV someday? Yeah, of course you'll be able to do that. So I think that, yes, that's in the future, they will think about doing stuff like that. Yes, yeah, because, listen, I used to say Nintendo will never make games on smartphones. Yeah, they made games on smartphones. They did it. They made games on mobile. So never say never when it comes to the whole PC thing. I do think one of these days they'll have older games, maybe like old ROMs and stuff that you might be able to buy on PC too. So yeah. But will they do like day and date big, Mario Galaxy 10 or something? Probably not anytime soon. But eventually, yes, one of these days. One of these days. Let's see here. Crispy Tofu, thank you for the $1 dono. Crispy, Super Christian Mule with the $1 dono as well. And says, I sent a super chat talking about Fire Emblem and requested music for it in a Diddy trial live stream. People in the chat were like, LOL, what? Can you just play it? Follow the wins. Oh my god, bro. That just shows you how detached we are from some of the other parts of the internet. Thank you for the $1 dono, and yes, I will play Fodland Wins for you. That is hilarious. Mr. L with the 2 British pounds says, Life in the Mines from DK, please. I got you, man. We're going to play Fodland Wins first. So, Fodland Wins theme. Okay. Fodland Wins. All right, and then we're going to get your music up next. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, guys. Combo breaks. Let's see if we can get the 200 on the combo breaker board. We are almost there and going.
Even further beyond.
Even further beyond, baby. Mario Odyssey 6 confirmed for PC. Yes, sir. My bucket list patch for the games is Hades. Ooh, that'd be good. It runs better on Switch 2 at 60 FPS now, but I would like to see resolution bump 1080p handheld. Yeah, that'd be nice. For sure, because I think it still runs at that native handheld, right? I don't know what the dynamic was, but I think it still runs in that handheld mode. So yeah, like not that great of a resolution. So that'd be good if they did a little update, which I think that they will before Hades 2 comes out. But I'm looking forward to just playing Hades 2 on my Switch 2. Like I tried it on Steam Deck and it's okay. And I tried it on PC, it's okay. But I played the original game on Switch 1, so I kind of want to have it on Switch 1 or Switch 2, So if that happens, I think Nintendo would go with their own PC store. They could have their own PC launcher. Yeah, they could. But I'm not sure. This live stream is lit. Hey, thank you, Poke. I appreciate you being here, man. If you guys have questions or if you guys have comments and stuff, let me know. JCat also says, I also think that the 5 million forecast is plausible. And Nintendo knows whether they could supply that amount in that time. Exactly, yeah. But yeah, JCat, if you take the Japanese sales, right, and if you look at it at the forecast, it's actually really close. I think they said about, 1.5 million, a little bit under that. You look at the sales numbers after the initial, 1 million, 1.1 million. It lines up with the 100-something thousand each week that we've had for the past couple weeks, or the past few weeks. So it actually lines up to about that 1.4-something million that was listed on there. So yeah. So we'll see. Thank you. God, that was embarrassing, but hey, word of mouth for Fire Emblem. Word of mouth for Fire Emblem. I don't know why you're embarrassed, man. You gotta let people. You gotta let them know. You gotta pop out and show them. You gotta let them know about Fire Emblem, dude. Come on now. Never look forward to Hades 2 as well. I'm hoping they just focus in on Hades 2, and that's why they haven't said anything yet. Yeah, well, they had that. What's it called? They had that. They did speak. They were at the Nintendo launch thingy, right? Like at the April Direct. Like they had like a little segment with Hades. So yeah, absolutely, man. I think it's gonna be good. Definitely gonna be good overall. So yeah, looking forward to it. If Dave the Diver is getting a patch, I feel like other indie devs will follow. I mean, every indie dev is different. Not all of them have the resources, so you can't just blindly put all of them. It's like, oh well, Dave the Diver's doing it. That means no. That doesn't necessarily mean that. So keep that in mind as well, Rob. Yeah, because not every indie developer even has a dev kit. Like, a lot of them don't even have dev kits. Screen hosting with the $3.
Did you try bot to see if you noticed the ghosting?
I did try to see if I noticed the ghosting. Yes, I did last night, and I didn't notice a damn thing. I looked at the freaking map. You told me to look at the map, and you told me to move the map, like on the. I swear I did it, and I did not notice a freaking thing. I did not. Where's my switch? I did not notice it. I tried. I really tried to notice it. I really tried, and I went there, and like I said, I got perfect eyes. I don't know if my panel just isn't doing it. It could be like my panel's just not doing it. It could be, man, because I really tried to do it because I want to, you know, like I said, I want to be able. I don't want people to think I got dookie eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I tried, man. You got ghosted by some women, dude. I don't know, man. I can't see it, but maybe I'll try again. But yeah, I tried it. I you know, I played Guardians of Azuma, but I played it, put it back in its case. I downloaded the update, finished it. But thank you so much, screen ghosting, or screen ghosting with the $3 dono. I tried it though, man. I really tried it, but oh my goodness, I wanted to keep playing Breath of the Wild, but I'm like, you know what? I should save that like massive mode for like a stream or something like that. But oh my gosh, that was my first time playing Breath of the Wild, like on my Switch 2. That was my first time playing it. I played Tears of the Kingdom, but I had not played Breath of the Wild like enough yet. And oh, it looks so beautiful. It runs so good. It's like a whole different game, man. Oh my gosh, it's a work of art. That game is a work. The vibes for that game is awesome. So I gotta play that game again. I gotta play it again, but I just don't have time right now. But I gotta play it again. Let's see here. Try harder to notice it. Do you try harder to notice? Do you can hate it? So you can hate it? Yeah, I'll try. I mean, I'll try again. You know, I will try again, dude. I will try it. My panel isn't doing it either. No complaints from the screen for me. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just like certain panels are jacked up or what's going on, but like listen, I don't know. I will try it again. Does anybody? So they said that you look at the map. Okay, let me see. Let me try it this way. So I'll try it again. I'll boot it up. I'm not, obviously I can't put it to where you guys can see it because then it's running on my nice MSI monitor that's like super top of the line. But I have my Switch 2 with my little ghetto no-name grip that I have right now. I got a skull grip coming though, in the mail. So I'm gonna try it right now. I'm gonna try it with, these aren't prescription glasses, these are just blue light blockers, but I'm gonna try it with no blue light blockers or anything. Although I don't wear these glasses after I'm done, so I wasn't wearing it last night either. But when I tried it, but I'm gonna try it right now, okay? Let's see, no haters mentioned the 5. Well, the 5 million might not actually be 100% accurate, but yes. See, that's because you did not slow it to 11%. I know, I need to slow it down to 11%. 11%, then maybe it'll work that way. Maybe it'll work that way, man, if I slow it down to 11%. So yeah. All right. So I have an autosave file right here that I'm just gonna try. Ghetto grip, ghetto Chinese grip, random, no name Chinese grip for the win, baby. You're missing my chat. I have a question about Switch 2 game will not come on PC, not going to happen. Okay, no problem, Thomas. Okay, so let me go to the map. So the only thing that I can think of, like if you go to the map and when the map zooms in, like the map blurs, is that what he's talking about? But did that do that on the original? Because I think that does that on on there too. So, but he said go to the map. So I'm guessing maybe that's what it is. Like if you go to, but I think that seems like it's on purpose. But that might be it because I can see that. But I don't know if he was talking about that. It's usually like when there's like motion or movement. So yeah, I don't think that's what he's talking about, because let's see if it does it if I do this real quick. Yeah, so some people are saying retro 2D. You zoom, yeah, I gotta zoom in. 100%, guys. I gotta zoom in 100%. So give me 1 second here. Let me see. So. Okay, no, that's actually a part of the blurring is actually a part of the actual, like, cause see how it blurs? So I was thinking, oh, was he thinking about that? Like when you do the map and like it zooms in, but no, this is on my 0.03 ml response time, MSI OLED 240 gigahertz monitor that you guys are seeing. This monitor's legit incredible. This is one of the best monitors on the market, and it's doing the same thing. That blur but he told me that if you look at the map and then like you move the map, you can see ghosting. I don't know. Once again, like it's this same image that you guys see right here is what I'm getting on my screen. You know, I think this is higher resolution that you guys are seeing. Yeah, this is higher, at least what I'm seeing. Not what this stream is in 1080p, but on my I think it upscales to 4K when it's docked, and then on the screen it's 1080p. But it looks very similar. Like this right here looks very similar. So yeah, he said look at the map and then rotate it or move it, but I do that whenever you know, if I'm just playing right there. Sorry for that. Switch things too quick. Whenever I play it like this, I don't see it actually. And
I just tried it with Sonic 2 on NSO and I looked super close. I still can't notice it.
And I'll be, dude, I'm telling you, man. I know it's kind of hard to see right here, dude. This screen is nice and vibrant, man. Like I know it's kind of hard to see because obviously, like, but whenever it pops out, my monitor is incredible. It's OLED monitor. This screen, the colors and everything pop. So I don't like literally like I'm looking at it, and I'm not just saying that just to say it. The colors and the vibrancy pop. It looks great. So I'm not trying. People say, "Oh, you're just fanboying." You're trying. No, dude, I swear, if it wasn't good, I'd say, "Yo, man, the screen is not good." I would just say it. There's no need for me to lie about that. I didn't lie about battery life in my review. I didn't lie about what I felt was not good with some of like the Joy-Con stuff or whatever, you know, D-pad. Like, I didn't lie about none. I'll tell the truth. I'm not a liar. So I don't see it, man. Like I don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't see it, and I don't know what else to say. And like I said, I have perfect vision. I have perfect 2020 running back eyes. Poke with the with the $5. I play on a laptop, RTX 4060, which can trade blows with the PS5. I have not played my laptop since playing Cyberpunk. I see a little difference, better HD. I see a little difference, better HDR, better frame rate. Yeah, better frame rate. You're gonna get better. You're gonna get better textures, better frame rate, better everything on that laptop probably. Definitely the frame rate would be the biggest difference though. Will be the frame rate for sure. Like environmental details and things like that. But they did a good job with Cyberpunk. They did a really good job with Cyberpunk on Switch 2. It's pretty well optimized to make it look as, you know, graphically as close as they could for a hybrid platform. Shout outs to let me get this next music though. My man, Life in the Mines from Mr. L. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Seriously. Life in the Mines, baby. Yes, your song. Sorry, Mr. I know it took 12 minutes for your song. I'm so sorry, dude. We got you now. Let's see here. It's just they have the overdrive disabled. That's literally it. Yeah, I understand, but people are saying that there's ghosting whenever like you move, like there's ghosting or there's like bad input response time. And I play the game on my monitor, obviously the best response time. I play the game on the handheld and it plays just fine. Like I said, I'm pretty sensitive to like input responses and things like that. I can notice if there's input delay and things, and I'm telling you, I'm not noticing this massive thing. I'm not seeing ghosting. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's there. I'm just stupid, or maybe I just, you know, maybe other people have like a bum screen, or maybe there's something wrong there. Maybe there needs to be a firmware update. Either way, if they, I'm hoping that there's a firmware update so it completely eliminates it. And if it makes the screen even better, or makes the specs within that even better, that'll be good for all of us. So that's all that matters at the end of the day, you know? Can you guys hear the song? Is the music loud enough? Let me know. I've never tried so hard to see ghosting, and I can't. I think it depends on how sensitive your eyes are. I don't know. I'm just having fun, bro. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You know, it might be how sensitive your eyes are. I mean, like I said, I have perfect 20/20 vision, but my eyes are, I will admit, while I have perfect 20/20 vision, my eyes are light sensitive. So I don't like sunlight. I'm like a vampire at times. I don't like bright lights. I don't like sunlight. Even this light, that's why it's kind of like, I don't have like the best green screening, because I don't like bright, like green screen, you got to be under like crazy bright lights. I have one light powering this green screen. One light. And it's like the dim, it's not even like the brightest light that you get, like the lumens light that you can get. And that's why the green screen isn't perfect, right? You'll see like a little green outline, or even like on my videos, if I do green screen, it's like a little green, because like I don't like super bright lights. My eyes are light sensitive, you know? So maybe that's affecting seeing the ghosting. or not, but my vision is perfect. Like I can, like, you know, close my eye, I can read everything with one eye. Like I can read from, I'm not near or far sighted or anything like that. These aren't prescription. So maybe that's it. My eyes are light sensitive, so maybe that's what's causing it to where I can't see it as much, you know. So yeah. Justin with the $3 dono. Also, I forgot.
Also, I forgot how good Sonic 2 is. It has sucked me into playing more.
Sonic 2 is fantastic. It's a very good game. I loved playing Sonic 2 back in the day at my buddy's house. I never had it myself until much later, but my friend had it and we'd play it all the time. So yeah. Let's see. But are you supposed to notice ghosting on the moving cursor on the map? I don't know. He told me to Superpower Man. The one guy told me to boot up Breath of the Wild, and he told me to move the map around, or he told me to move the map and you can see the ghosting. So I tried to do that and I don't see it. Once again, I don't. He told me to move the map around and you'll see the ghosting. So I don't know. That's what he told me to do. So I'm moving the map around. Let me take off these blue light blocking glasses. So maybe there's a block the ghosting. He said focus on one side of like a cursor. Yeah, or like focus on one part. Then like I said, I'm doing that. And I don't. Yeah, I don't. It's not like I said. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. If it's there, then I'm sorry that it's there for those that are there. You know. I don't know what else to say. I can't sit there and tell you guys that it's there on something that I don't see it. You know. So I can't sit there and just say, oh yeah, it's there when I don't see it. You know. But I'm not denying it though. If it's there for other people, then I'm not denying that though. Like if it's there, then it's there for other people. People have shown pictures of like the blur. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's definitely there for you. Like, so if it's there, then it's there. I'm just saying for me, I haven't seen it, you know. Shout outs to Cybertoast with the $5. I'm about to fire Breath of the Wild and test myself. Yeah, because like I said, some of you guys have actually came here and said that it's there. So I believe you. And I'm not saying that Digital Foundry's wrong. In terms of it. So yeah, I'm not saying that either. So I just want to make sure I make myself clear with that. Also, Unkario with the 800 yen says, OJ, the way to see is by not focusing on the middle of the screen. Try focusing on an object moving from side to side on the other. That's what I did. I focused on a cursor and then I moved. That's what I'm saying. Like I focused on a cursor and not the middle of the screen, but the cursor, and then I moved the map around, or I focus on something else and move, and I'm not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not seeing that. I've tried every single thing. So let's see here. What is the ghosting supposed to prove? That Nintendo needs to fix it. Like the screen. Some people feel like the screen's not very good, so it proves that the screen is not very good. You know, with that, or that it's a bad screen. But it could be tied to the firmware, right? It could be tied to the firmware, and them releasing a patch to help with that. In terms of how the screen gets the information and displays it from the source. You know, so could be that. The screen itself is fine. I mean, obviously it's a 1080p 120 frames per second VRR screen, so it's not a bad screen at all, you know. Let's see here, bro. You don't think he's trying to make you ruin? No, the person who told me this, I forgot who it was, told me who told me that I forgot who told me that originally. But anyway, no, I think they have a Switch 2 as well, and they were trying to help me say, hey, look, this is how you can see it, so you can be better informed. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Unkario. Thank you for the 800 yen, man. I appreciate that. So yeah. I can see it only if I try to see it, but also on the other screens anyways. Okay, yeah. Was it DC guy? No, it's not Dreamcast guy. It was not Dreamcast guy. No. The trick is this: seeing the blur ghosting is to bring up the map in Tears of the Kingdom, then proceed to completely cross your. So this is how you get this. This is how you see it here. You freaking Nintendo. If you stand upside down, you turn left, go like this, do a Ginyu pose. Upside down, move around, cross your eyes, and it's right there. How could you miss it, you drone? See, look, it's right there. Is it? Honey has me acting freaking stupid, bro. Sometimes I can see ghosting, but sometimes I don't. But if I'm in the zone in the game, ghosting doesn't stick out at all. Yeah, sometimes that just might be. Oh my gosh, bro. Sometimes you might have a little bit of water in your eyes. That might cause. I think one time I was like, oh, I see it. Wait a minute, hold up. My eyes were just a little bit teary. I didn't know. I was having such a good time. I was crying. I was playing a game. It was so good. I started crying. I noticed the ghosting because of a little bit of water. But you guys ever get a little, your eyes get a little watery? You're playing a game. Sometimes that causes a little bit of ghosting. See, the Switch 2 is so good. You're so happy. The tears of joy. You get a little bit of ghosting with the water in your eye. You know. That's what happened, bro. That's what's happening with the situation that's going on. You know. That's what's happening. Tears of bliss. Tears of bliss. Cross your eyes, dot your toes. You see ghosting like a Chico. Yeah, it's definitely something that you gotta left, up, down, right, up, left, right, up, down. Put in the Contra code first and foremost. Then you'll be able to see it. You get 30 tries. You'll see it each time. Oh my gosh, man. Random non-gaming question. Did you ever watch the movie Friday Night? Fright Night from the 80s. What do you think about it? I might have watched it, but I don't recall that movie. I don't remember, so I don't know if I did. I thought you were about to say Friday Night Lights, and I'm like, yes, I've seen Friday Night Lights. That movie's awesome. But Fright Night, no, I don't know if I watched that from the 80s. Tears of the ghosting screen. Says I can't stop. My goal is to be funny, even though I'm not very good at doing that many times. My goal is to be funny. My goal is to be funnier. But like I said, I don't always achieve that. Have you tried to bring in an exorcist? The Exorcist comes through. Let him take care of you before you do it. Let's see. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Switch 2. Yes, Tears of the Ghosting Switch 2. But sometimes the images do your sight does blur. Like if your eyes are a bit watery. We've all experienced that before though, right? Like where you get a little bit of water in your eyes. Not even if you're crying, just in general, like your eyes just get a little bit watery at times. And like if you're playing a game, and yeah, you get a little bit of ghosting there too. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of ghosting on that one as well. Since you don't like bright light, you're basically saying you're a gremlin vampire, not a gremlin vampire. I do not like bright lights. No. Justin with the deep cut.
Apparently, it's easy to see in Sonic Mania. I
Yeah.
just tried it with Supersonic looking at the background. I don't know, maybe I got lucky with my screen or I'm blind. Lol, I
Okay.
don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Lol, tears of joy.
Yeah, I'll try it with. I think I might be able to see it with Sonic because I was able to see somebody else that on Twitter that posted like it was clearly there. Like they showed it, it was clearly there. So I'm not gonna deny it. It's definitely there. For some people's panels or for all people's panels, and some people just can't. Their eyes are not sensitive to that. They just can't see that. You know. So that's definitely possible for sure. I'll try it out with Sonic. Let me try what I think I have Sonic. Do I have Sonic? I think I have Sonic Mania. I think I have it. Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much, Justin, with the support, man. Let's go. Combo breaks 189, almost at a double platinum. 11 combos away. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Alan E in the house? What's up, Alan? What's up, baby? Elias is here. What's up, good? Look at the trees while moving fast, OJ. Bro, I'm done. I'm not looking at anything. I'm going to finish Guardians of Azuma. Okay, I'm going to finish Guardians of Azuma. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not looking at anything. NWM. What's up, NWM? I'm very skeptical about anyone who would be noticing this without DF covering it. I wish people would have noticed it before DF said anything because I did not hear anything before DF said something. So, yeah, it would have been, I think that would have been more It would have been more, it would have been better that way. But yeah, once DF said it, oh, now everybody says it, you know? But once again, people, even if that's the case, people, not everyone's playing 2D Sonic games, you know, or whatever games that are going to cause the ghosting or whatever, right? So not everybody's playing those. So there's going to be a limited amount of people. And then some people just might think that's part of the graphics. Honestly, some people just might think, oh, that's just Sonic running like the blue blur. He's supposed to be a blue. We're finally getting Sonic as advertised. There's great joke potential that I squandered on Twitter with that. Yeah, the blue blur. He's supposed to be a blue blur. Like, what? This is correct advertisement. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be a blur. So there you go. Yo, Cybertoys with the $11 yo double platinum. Jojo in the house. Let's go. Just seeing what you saw on my LG Ultra Gear 27-inch OLED, 240 hertz or in handheld mode, but damn, that loading speed is crazy. Okay, test over. Back to Rune Factory before Wolby gets mad at me. Yo, let's go. Just seeing what you saw. Okay, on the LG 27-inch. Okay, you have an LG 27. Oh man, I was thinking about that TV as well. That LG 27-inch. Is that a 1440p monitor? Because I think I was thinking about buying that one. Is that a 1440p or is that a 4K one? Because I'm wondering why I didn't get that one. Why? I went with the MSI for some reason, but I don't remember why I didn't buy the Ultra Gear one. But I definitely had that one in my sights. That's why I didn't buy it. It's 1440p. I wanted a 4K. I wanted a 4K OLED. That's the reason. That's the reason why I didn't. But I had that one in my cart to check out, and then I did a little bit because I like LG. I kind of want everything to be LG. I have an LG fridge too, so I like LG a lot. I have an LG OLED. You know, I'm a big fan of LG. So I wanted an LG, and I think that's the reason why I didn't buy it, because it's 1440p. Let's see, they were $525 in December of 24. Oh yeah, for $500? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If I would have known for $500 at that time, I probably would have got it for that. Yeah. For $525, that's a steal for an OLED 1440p 27-inch monitor with all the bells and whistles. Oh yeah, that's a steal. This MSI costs double that. You know. So yeah, I would have done the same thing that you did too. I mean, 1440p is definitely good enough, especially if you're just playing Switch. I mean, a lot of the games, you know, the native resolution, a lot of them are going to be, you know, 1440p or 1800p or whatever, and then just upscaled. So it's going to look great on a 27-inch TV. Breath of the Wild looks nuts on my TV. Oh my god, it looks crazy good, you know. A lot of the games, Mario Kart, all the games look so sharp and clear and crisp, you know, because of the art styles and stuff too, man. So yeah. They have LG 4K gaming monitors. They do, but there's issues with those ones too. Or I would have bought it, trust me.
Now I'm Sonic Mania again. Man, Sonic Superstars makes me sad. Lol.
Yeah, Sonic Superstars can make you sad after playing Sonic Mania. Big love to my man Cyber T. Big love to Justin as well. Yo, let's go. We're at 2:03. You guys know. I think you guys know what time it is. If you guys know, do you guys know who my man Cloud Strife is? Does anybody know about Cloud Strife? I know about him. Let's go. Shout out. He's played it. He's just, like I said, once again, he's just kind of looking for the views, and that's okay, man. He's got it. Hey, everybody's trying to do their best to get views. I'm not hating. Let's see here. Switch 2 is great on 4K laser projection. Speaking of experience, I have the Cosmos 4K. Oh, nice. Buck Bumble remastered time. There is no Buck Bumble remastered, guys. Okay? There is no Buck Bumble remastered. Shout out to Justin with the $3. Shout out to Cybertaurus. There is no Buck Bumble remastered. Cybertaurus at the top of the board with the 41 on the combo board. Anybody beats my man. $41. You can beat my man. Cyber T at the top. Cybertaurus as the Hokage. Yo, big love. There is no Buck Bumble. We're going further than beyond here. All right? There is no Buck Bumble. Do you have a gaming laptop or OLED screen? I was about to buy a really nice laptop before I went to Los Angeles, but they didn't have it in stock. I forgot what, I think it was it an LG or what was it? I forgot what, no, it wasn't. I forgot what what lap, but it was a really nice one. I was about to buy one, but they didn't have it in stock. They didn't have it. So yeah, I couldn't buy it. But yeah, that one had an OLED screen. It also had an OLED screen, like it can detach, it can boom. It was super nice. But I ended up not buying it, and I haven't bought one yet. But I do need to buy a laptop whenever I travel, because I've been using my mom's old Samsung, and it's just not keeping up like with the specs of the current, you know, Streamlabs OBS and all that. Like, you guys saw how kind of ghetto the stream was at my brother's house, which is, once again, I didn't have the best setup. But yeah, I need a really good mobile setup for like when I travel, because I will be traveling later this year. I will be traveling and need to stream from some like hotels and stuff like that. So I need to get a really good laptop, like a really good loan. And I know which one I want too. I know which one I want. So at some point I'll buy it online and just have them ship it to my house. You know, I think I'm gonna wait though till Black Friday, because Black Friday I'll probably be able to get that same laptop for like $1,100, because like right now it's like $1,800, but I think I'll be able to get it for like $1,100 or cheaper, or maybe even get like the year before model. So yeah. Justin with the $3 dono again.
Can I get the YouTube gaming video background music, or better known as Studiopolis Zone?
Oh,
Lol.
yes. That's a great one. Oh, that's such a good one. Yes, a lot of YouTube definitely has that. Sonic Mania, baby. 206 on the board. We're going.
Even further beyond.
Charge up. Let's go. Which laptops had video in support, so you can use Switch 2 Rock with it? Here's the thing about that. You can buy a thing called the Genki. I forgot what it's called, but there is a little HDMI port that that clips into your laptop, and that clips into the HDMI port on the back of your Switch 2, and it works just like, and you can play it on your laptop very easily. So it's from Genki. Look into that. It's like the HD Shadowcast or something like that, and that's what I actually used to play the Switch 2 when I was at my brother's house. I was playing it on my monitor. He had like a dual monitor setup that I was using to look at you guys's like to have like my Streamlabs and like to have something else. And then that's how I was actually streaming the game, was through that. So if you're looking for something to play it, like, you know, on there, look into that. Just get the ROG Ally for your mobile screen. No, I have I have a pretty good portable screen, like a really thin portable screen already, that I don't use, but I have that, and then I'll just get a better laptop. Cyber Toast with the $5 dono. Hey yo.
Oh, now I can't stop playing Bo TW. Wolby is going to be mad at me.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's why I had to force myself to stop playing. Because I'm like, yo, let me just finish Guardians of Azuma. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep playing Breath of the Wild. Because it was my first time actually playing the original Breath of the Wild. Like the original Breath of the Wild on Switch 2. I played Tears of the Kingdom. Dude, oh my goodness. This is actually my original game that I bought in 2017. Physical copy of the game. This is the original one. It's not like I bought like a separate copy or anything, or Nintendo didn't give me a review copy. This is it. And I love this. I love the box art. I love this game so much. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And it was just beautiful putting the cartridge in the system and updating and then having it play. It was just so beautiful. It was so nice. It's such a great game. And Switch 2, it runs it, and it, like I said, it looks like the you know, like you see all like the oh, we're running it on the NVIDIA, you know, 4K. It looks like those high-powered PCs that are playing the game, you know, that are like, so it's crazy, man. It's crazy stuff. So yeah. AMD lead Jackie was saying that PS6 will push graphics further. Yeah, I'm sure it won't. It literally peaked in graphics. Well, no, it's definitely going to push graphics further. But I think the biggest thing is like they're probably going to get like everything's going to be native 4K 120 FPS. They're going to try to go for 4K 60, 4K 100 every game. 4K 60 or 4K 120 FPS. And then probably some games they'll be able to run in 8K 30 FPS. So that will also be a thing. Maybe even some games running 8K, you know, 60 FPS, right? I don't know if there's even TVs that can do that, but whatever. They're going to try to support that. Remember, 8K's in the box for the PS5. so I'm pretty sure they're going to try to do that. And also, of course, more textures, more details, more vibrancy, more all of that stuff, you know. But I do think that right now we are hitting a critical point in gaming where, like, people talk about being priced out. like it's gonna end up being priced, like for real being priced out, because PS5 Pro is $700, right? It's $700 for the PS5 Pro, and are they gonna drop the price of the PS5 Pro before the PS6 comes out? I mean, that's definitely possible, but that's what they charge for the PS5 Pro starting out. So to me, the PS6 won't be anything less than $700 for that, you know, and the games are going to be $80 to $100 for the games as well. So I think that we are hitting a point to where PS6 is gonna come out, but a lot of developers are just gonna opt to basically just make PS5 versions of games and then just upscale them to PS6. Like I still feel the PS5 is gonna be around for a decade plus, because it's just we're moving too fast, and the prices are going up so much, you know. So yeah. Christian with the $3.
DF wants some clout points since Switch 2 specs has been beating his bald ass. Lol. I need to be nicer, but it's so hard.
Calm down. It's okay. It's okay for sure. It's all good. Sony does not learn how their games cost 600 million USD. I don't know if they have 600 million USD games. But yeah. I mean, that's what Sony's about, though. Sony's always been about trying to push since the PS3 era. Even before the PS3 era, they've been trying to push what they can do from a technology standpoint. They've been trying to push that in terms of mediums, whether it be CD formats, whether it be Blu-ray, whether it's, you know, pushing the graphical capabilities of what a system can do with the PS3, the cell architecture, the PS4 being as strong like the box that device is, obviously PS5 being what it is, even though Xbox Series X is a bit stronger, like the way that they actually, you know, put the system together. So they've always been at the top or near the top of trying to do stuff like that, you know? I'm saying that their dev costs will balloon if they keep doing more and more graphics. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. And I think that Sony's going to have to try to figure out a balance between that, between the ballooning dev costs and everything else, you know? So that's why I think that, remember what I said, like with the Switch 2? The Switch 2, I said that you're going to see a lot of games, like Nintendo's games come out. Are the games going to look better? Remember what I said about Switch 2, right? I said, are the games going to look better like for Nintendo's first-party games? I said, yes, the games are going to look better. Obviously, Donkey Kong or whatever looks better. Mario Kart World looks better. But they're not going to take it to the point to where it's going to be so high to where the development cost is going to get out of control to where they can't supply enough games, right? So they went with the balance of price, affordability, development cost, all of that. And I think that the Switch 2, for me at least, as a hybrid system, it's the perfect balance of that. It's obviously, you look at ROG Allies, or you look at ROG Ally X, or if you look at some of the other systems, like they're coming out. I mean, they're up to $1,000 for some of these portable PCs. That's not feasible. You know, for Nintendo, that's not feasible. So you have to pick and choose your battles, you know, and what you want to do. So Sony's going to stick to their guns, right? They're going to stick to what made them successful, and Nintendo's going to stick to their guns and what made them successful. So yeah. Better tech should always allow for possibilities for gameplay. I mean, better tech definitely allows for better gameplay. Like, it can allow for better gameplay. But I think the problem is that they don't necessarily use that tech all the time for the better gameplay. I think there's some games that do, but sometimes they just use it to make the game look better, and it still plays like how you played the game before. Like Assassin's Creed, for example. Assassin's Creed Shadows. I mean, yeah, it looks better. It looks better. They use the tech to make the game look better, but the gameplay, I mean, something that you could probably do on a PS4, gameplay-wise. But not at the frame rate and resolution and all that type of stuff, right? So I think that really it's about, like, you know, just trying your best. I know Astrobot, for example, they use a lot of stuff like the technology in the PS5 helps out with Astrobot, like the physics and things. So, I mean, there's definitely some games out there. Maybe the PS6 games will look like Death Stranding 2, but not empty. Yeah, and I think that's one thing that will probably happen. Oh, that's a very good point, Orlando. You'll probably see more games like that look as good as Death Stranding 2 looks, but not empty. Like, Death Stranding looks great, but it's empty. If they put a bunch of like cyberpunk NPCs and stuff like that in there, then it probably wouldn't look as good, you know, because it's actually pretty empty. I mean, yeah, you have other people building stuff, but that's a little bit different how they even get that stuff in there. So yeah, they'll probably have games that look as good as Death Stranding running standard 4K 60 or 4K 120 FPS, but look as good as Death Stranding and actually have multiple people, or even like, let's say The Witcher, right? That game, The Witcher 4 with that big of a world where, yeah, that it was a tech demo, but the game's probably going to end up being empty like The Witcher 3, because they have to get it to run on there. But with the PS6, you'll probably be able to have a game like The Witcher 4, how that looks in the tech demo, but then also have like a lot of NPCs or like have more kind of stuff going on, you know? So I think that's what they're also going to aim for too. So for like a GTA 6, right? Like at that time, GTA 7. Oh my God, that'll be like 30 years from now. So yeah, I mean, like the future is interesting, but at the same time, like I don't see PS5 going anywhere. I don't see PS5 going anywhere at all. Like I see PS5 3-4 years from now, people are still gonna be making PS5 games. I mean, heck, we still get some PS4 games. We still get PS4, not a lot, but we still get some PS4 releases out there. So yeah. So yeah. But who wants that? There's a whole legion of PS fans that want that, and like maybe even PC guys that want that. Look at PC players. I mean, PC players will buy the newest graphics cards for $2,000, $1,000, $2,000, or will build huge rigs every single 4 years, 5 years, or whatever. Some people, not everybody. Some people just buy the new graphics cards anytime that they come out, and just to get the latest looking thing. Most people won't do that, no, but a lot of people will. You know. I mean, do I want that personally? No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll buy a PS6, absolutely, because there'll be certain games that I want to play on there. But I'm perfectly fine with PS5. Like, the only reason why I got a PS5 Pro is my PS5 HDMI broke, and I needed something right away so I can get my Assassin's Creed stuff up and get my Atelier Ryza, not Atelier Ryza, Atelier Yumiya stuff up. So I needed something so I can capture footage right away. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, I'd still have my PS5 and it'd be fine. PS5 Pro is great though. Like, I think I'm okay with my PS5 Pro. Like, even when PS6 comes out, PS5 Pro is very strong. It's very good. It's very good.
If Sony wants to be successful, make first-party games great again. Did you hear they want to push graphics boundary even further beyond with PS6?
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Like,
yeah.
Haven't they learned anything from this generation?
So yeah. Let's see here. I actually regret my decision for selling my PS4 and buying a PS5. Well, a PS5 is a PS4. A PS5 plays all your PS4 games. So I mean, like, you know, it's not like you don't have access to the PS4 stuff, right? So yeah. I still have my PS4. I have my PS4 and my PS4 Pro. No, I gave my PS4 to my brother, but it didn't work for some reason. I think something happened in the shipping. But I have my PS4 Pro. I have that. It's good. I like my PS4 Pro as well. I liked it a lot. Well, no, did I? Did I like it a lot? Or am I talking about PS5 Pro? What did I play on my PS4 Pro? Oh, I like The Last of Us, and I like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, that's why I said I liked it a lot. Because I got the PS4 Pro a little bit before, about a year or so before those games came out. So yes, I liked The Last of Us Part 2. And I liked Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, and I liked Final Fantasy VII Remake. I played all of that in a pretty short amount of time that year between like 2020. So yes, that's why I like the PS4 Pro a lot. That's why, because it ended on a really good note before the PS5 came out. Yeah, the PS5 Pro is good too. I like the PS5 Pro because I played. Well, no, I just like the PS5, but obviously PS5 Pro plays games a bit better. But I played SMT5 Vengeance on my PS5. I played Stellar Blade on my PS5. That was great. I played, what else? I played Astrobot on my PS5. That was really good. I played Metaphor ReFantazio. That was really good on my PS5. I ended up playing Persona 3 Reload on my PS5 because I just got tired of the PC nonsense that I was dealing with, and that was good. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I enjoy on there. But Sony's first-party games have been, not... I agree that Sony's first-party games have been okay, but they have not necessarily been like what I've been playing the most, for sure. I stopped buying PlayStation since PS3 since I did not agree with their cinematic games philosophy, but I will buy PS handheld if it comes out. Yeah. Well, what if it's like $700 though, or $600? It might be like $600 though for that PS handheld. Like, does the price matter at all to you? SMT5 looked great on PS5 Pro. Yeah, I played it on base PS5, and I think it ran at 4K 60 on base PS5. Yeah, I think it did. I think it ran at 4K 60 on base PS5. So it looked really good. I played on my LG. It was fantastic. I loved it on there. Super fast loading, and all that. So I mean, listen. Nintendo just took a while. I would have loved to play SMT5 Vengeance. I think I would have liked it way more on portable because SMT5 is a great portable game. Like, for grinding demons and all that. Like, I actually got kind of tired of playing it on my TV all the time. So yeah. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see here. What's the purpose of pricing people out? Are they trying to run out of business? Well, what I mean by pricing people out, I mean that there's just obviously some people that won't be able to play that or to get it because of the price. But really, it's almost out of their control because the technology is advancing faster than the prices are. Inflation is tariffs and inflation are beating our butts. Like, we are getting slammed by inflation and tariffs and workforce. Like, salaries have skyrocketed, okay? Parts prices have skyrocketed. Tariffs are a thing. Like, Chinese tariffs are a thing. These consoles are produced in China, so they got to figure that out. There's all sorts of issues. There's all sorts. So that's what's happening right now. They're not trying to be not affordable. Trust me, they don't want to be. But if you've ever, I don't know if you've ever seen a payroll. So let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about right here before I get to more of the comments. I looked at my city's payroll, okay? And the city payroll for about 2,300 employees was like $17 million or something like that. Now, times that times a workforce of 10,000. And with higher salaries than what people are getting paid here. Now, there's some people that are getting paid high salaries, but game industry, tech industry, people generally get paid more than city workers, right? Now, times Nintendo's workforce of 6,000, 7,000 people, or Microsoft's workforce, and you can see just how just that small example, 2,300 employees, right? 17 million per year, right? 17 million per year. Game companies often have, Sony has what, 10,000 plus? And like I said, they're getting paid 70, 80, 90, 100, 200,000. Like, there's a lot of high salaries, right? That all range through there. So the cost of even operating to do the work is astronomical. Now you tack on top of that tariffs. You tack on top of that taxes. You tack on top of that inflation. You tack on top of it. Dude, it is expensive to run a gaming company. It is expensive. So the prices are reflecting what is happening in the world and the prices of just being able to operate. You know, the biggest expense is workforce expense. That's the biggest expense. Human resources will usually be your biggest expense. You know, it's paying people. So yeah, that's just kind of how it is right now, man. Hi, what did you think of the DK Bananza commercial that Nintendo uploaded? I thought it was pretty good. We watched it and reacted to it earlier, and I thought it was a really good commercial. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely enjoyed it. I think my chat froze, so let me exit out of that. Let me exit out of this, and let me see here. Yeah, I think my chat froze. So yeah, I don't know. I think, once again, I think my chat froze. Can you guys type in the chat to see? Because it looks like the chat on here is fine, but then my chat that I'm looking at here is like not. This is anime for some reason. I don't know why anime is popping up in my. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. The chat's running just fine. Is it worth investing in a 4K OLED monitor and an LG one to be exact? If you have the money, yes, it is. A 4G, like a 4K LG monitor is going to be awesome for you. But I would say you might want to invest in a 4K TV. You know, a 4K or a 4K OLED TV. Depends on how much, because I mean, like a 4K OLED monitor is gonna run you, LG monitor, depending on, yeah, 4K one, that's gonna run you like almost $1,000. You could probably get an LG CX TV for that much or under that. So it depends on what you want to do, you know. I only recommend a monitor. Like, some people like playing games at monitors. I don't like playing games at monitors. Like, I'm not a fan of playing a game at a monitor. If I'm at home just relaxing playing a game, I don't like playing on a monitor. And obviously, if I'm streaming, then yeah, I play it at a monitor. But I enjoy playing games like sitting back in like my couch, you know. And I like having a big TV. If I'm playing games at home, I don't like playing games looking at a monitor. And I never have. So it's really going to depend on how you like to play, you know? Wish more people were educated on these things like you, OJ. Maybe it wouldn't be so much crying on the internet. You know, yeah, like the thing about it, man, is like the consumer is not going to be educated on that type of stuff, and people aren't expecting them to be educated on that. And I'm not trying to make excuses for a company, because like sometimes there is price gouging and all that, but I can almost guarantee you that most of these companies definitely want to keep prices to where people are going to be able to afford them, because they know that if you can afford them, then you can buy more software. If you buy more software, then you can, you know, then they'll make more money. They know that the key is to having affordable prices. It's always been that way. It's always been that way. But the problem is workforce. Once again, you can't not pay someone, you know, like, listen, these companies, these people are very talented. Like, if you go to work at a company, you can't pay them $20,000 a year. You can't pay them minimum wage. You can't. I mean, yeah, if they paid them minimum wage, then yes, we can probably have, dude, if Nintendo paid everybody, all their employees, you know, $17 an hour, or paid them, which is not bad, but if they all paid them like whatever the minimum wage was, then everything would be way cheaper. Right? That's how you get cheap stuff in the first place, is by they just pay people less. Like that's how you get stuff cheaper, is just pay people less. But the problem is that like you want to pay people good, because then you don't want turnover. You don't want turnover. You don't want people leaving projects in the middle of them. So you need to pay people adequately. Well, once again, the average salary is $80,000 plus a year starting out, and like that's a lot. You get 5,000 people, your salary goes up 80,000, 100,000, 150,000. Some people are making up to 200, 300,000. That just balloons everything. So you've got to charge more. You've got to do whatever. And once again, inflation is hitting the market. Everything's just costing more to manufacture, to produce, to ship in. Everyone wants to get paid a bit more, right? So that's what we're dealing with right now. And once again, I don't like it, but the thing that I don't like is like, okay, that's fine. You can raise the prices, you can do all that, but you know, at least treat the people that work there right. Stop with the layoffs. I don't like the layoffs. I don't like some of the stuff that I've seen from Microsoft and Sony in that front. Now, I don't like some of the price increases from Nintendo. I don't like that. But if you're at least at the bare minimum, don't lay people off. A lot of you guys, you told me I've been laid off. It's frightening. You have a mortgage, you have kids or whatever. Getting a late, that is the most, it's happened to me. Or being fired, it's happened. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying for families to be laid off. Gamers just treat it as if it's nothing. Oh, well, who cares, you know? So for me, listen, I don't like the prices. I don't like all that. But at the bare minimum, we should not see the layoffs that we're seeing from Microsoft and Sony, you know, at least the bare minimum. So for me, at least, I would just like to see them like, listen, pay people well, but, you know, cut it out with the layoffs, you know? They raised the price of the Xbox. Okay, that's fine. But now we're hearing they're going to have more layoffs. Apparently, tomorrow morning, there's going to be a big announcement of there's huge layoffs that are going down at Xbox tomorrow. So that's what I don't like. That's the thing that gets me more upset than price increases like Mario Kart. That gets me upset and all that, blah, blah, blah. But what I really don't like to see is people losing their job. That just, you know, that's not good. Hey, what's up, Minato Mario? Happy birthday, man. Shout outs. Happy birthday, dude. Let's see. Going back on staffing, cutting them could potentially worsen the issues with game. It could. It really could. I mean, you make great games because of great people. That's what happens. You make great games because of great people. You know, and you make great games when you don't have to necessarily, when people can be secured at a job. You're not going to do your best if you're always looking over your shoulder. You're always looking over your shoulder. Can I be fired? Can I be fired? Am I still going to be able to work here? What's going on? You're never going to do your best job. You know, you never are. I know when I got written up before I actually went full-time on Player Essence, I got written up so they can just get rid of me. But they wrote me up twice in a span of like a week. I got written up for like literally I coughed and I got written up. They would give me confusing directions. They just wanted to get rid of me. And they wanted to fire me without having to pay like a severance package or anything like that. They just wanted to fire me and get off like with just unemployment, like scot-free. In which my salary was so low and I was just about to get a big raise to $60K a year, which back then in 2016 was great. You know, it's still good now. I mean, if you can make that, that's still good as well, depending on where you're living. But where I'm living, that's really good. So they didn't want to pay me the $60K a year plus bonuses, like plus performance bonuses. They didn't want to pay me that. So they fired me before I can even get to that. I was supposed to get my raise on Friday. They fired me the Monday after Breath of the Wild came out. So Breath of the Wild came out on Friday. back March 3rd. They fired me on the 6th. That Monday, I was supposed to get my pay raise on the that would be on the 11th. I think on Friday. Yeah, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so that would have been on the 11th. They fired me on the 11th of 2017. So March. So sometimes they don't want to pay the salary. They don't, so they just let you go. They find a reason why to get rid of you, you know? Happy birthday though, Monado. Seriously, man, happy birthday. Let's see. OJ, I saw on Reddit a guy got perm banned because of his nickname and can't reverse it. It's bad, OJ. He bought the console money. OJ, it's okay. Thanks, Felipe. I'm sorry to hear about that guy. Hopefully, he can get his console back or whatever. Dragon of Scenario 89. Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Sony fired a lot of people. They basically ruined the VR studio, which caused the PSVR 2 to flop. PSVR 2 was gonna flop regardless, though. I mean, I feel you on that one, Mo Dark Knight. PSVR. I call PSVR 2 flopping, and we haven't really heard much from PSVR 2. Like it's a flop because the problem is that the proposition is too expensive. You gotta buy the, and now I know that they changed it, but it wasn't like this before. You gotta buy the PS5 for the 400 or 500. Then you gotta buy the VR for another, what, 400 or something like that. I don't know what the price was at launch, but it was like $300+ or $400, right? So that's just like, that's a ridiculous proposition. Like people aren't gonna drop that much for VR. VR is not that great for people to drop that amount. It's not that great of an experience, you know? So yeah. Dude, I just started Pokemon Scout on Switch 2. It looks so much better. Yes, it is glorious. It is very glorious. It is very glorious. It's very good. PSVR 2. Yeah, it never stood a chance. Never stood a real chance. I have the Meta Quest, and the Meta is way better. And the reason why the Meta is way better because it's an all-in-one encompassing system. I did Triangle Strategy. By the way, hey, yo, Meta, can y'all reach back out to me? Oh my gosh. People got money flowing out their ears, bro. Can they reach back out to me? Yo, Meta, can I get a... Man, they do pretty well for their sponsorships, man. But yeah, the Meta Quest 3 or whatever. Like they shipped one out to me. They overnighted me a Meta Quest. They said, hey, look, you can check out Triangle Strategy. They approved my video right away. They were super, super nice to me. So shout out to them. But I would recommend that. And not because they gave me a what's it called? They gave me a sponsorship. They watched, the guy that reached out to me. He watches the channel though. He watches the channel all the time though. Even before the whole thing, he got a job there. Then he knew about me. So Meta didn't know about me. He knew about me. Then started sending me stuff because he had already been watching my channel. But anyway, so he sent me a VR Oculus or what was it? Whatever it was. He sent me one before, and I didn't really. They just sent me one. But then he sent me another one for the Triangle Strategy one, and it's all in one. It's not like, oh, I gotta hook it up to a PC or I gotta hook it up to a PS5 or hook it up to this. It's just all in one. You hold the controllers, it's right there, and it's like $300, and everything comes all in one package. And I think, to me, if you're gonna play VR, yes, PSVR is probably higher quality and maybe better because it's running off like the PS5, like it does all that, but if you don't want to deal with the cords and the wires and all that type of stuff, or the weird, like having to hook it up to like something else, the Meta or whatever is the better one to get, you know. Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't the name. Folks over at ERA forums did some digging around and found out there was other reasons behind it. His name was not the reason at all. Yeah, that's why I didn't really spend too much time even thinking about it, because people that say I got banned for my name, usually they didn't just get banned for their name. Chucky, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't even, to be honest, I'll be honest, I don't even care. I'll keep it a buck. I don't know what people do with their systems. I don't know what they do with their stuff. If he's upset with that, that's something that he's got to deal with. I ain't never dealt with that, but I'm sorry for him. But I'll be honest, I don't care. You know, I don't know him. He doesn't know me. I don't care. Let's see here. Thanks. By the way, I don't care about these two PC fanboys, but I do find it funny. Banana guy literally copied for taking his video about Switch 1 price hike. Same title, same type of thumbnail. Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I don't know why they're talking like. Did they do price hike? Did they do videos on price hikes for Xbox? Did they do videos on those? Did they do videos on those? Probably not, right? I'm probably not. Let's see here. I didn't do nothing. Please unban. Yeah. Reddit history, and they were a frequent poster of in the 3DS piracy and homebrew. Posted a few times on the all Amiibo was posted. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Whatever. So yeah. Meta, get this man a sponsorship. I need another one. He said he'd reach out to me if they have like another, another thing that they're doing. What I like about it is it wasn't any more than what I usually get. It wasn't like it was like a ton, but they did it like right away. Like as soon as the video goes live, they pay you it. Like you don't have to wait 30 days or wait months. You just get it right away. So it was nice working with them, you know? Let's see here. OJ, were you a fan of Dr. Mario on the N64? No. I don't think I even played it on the N64, but it's on the NSO, so maybe... Oh, no, I played it on the NSO. I like it. It's okay, but I don't really care. I'm not a big N64 guy. Not a big N64 guy. Let's see here. Shout out to just another artist, man. He's on top of all the underground stuff, man. he's on top of all the underground stuff, bro. He's on top of it. Let's go. He's on top of it. All right, let's see here. Thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. Make sure you hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we are out here streaming. We are out here streaming, letting them know. So let them know. Hit that like button, though. Hit that like button, guys. Let's see here. I'm just out of the loop on Switch 1 price hike. What's going on with that? I've been on vacation mode, so I haven't been missing out. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. So essentially, in Canada, they are raising the price of Switch 1, not Switch 2, but of Switch 1 because of market conditions. So because of tariffs. That's essentially what's going on. Switch 1, they import them. Switch 1, there still might be some from China, but I think most of it is still, I think they switched over those to Vietnam as well. But regardless, whatever. So essentially, Canada gets supplies shipped over from the US. US gets it, we take it, or we get it from, it's on a boat, comes here from Vietnam or from China. US gets it, then they drive it over to Canada in trucks. So that's usually what happens. However, there has been tariffs when it comes to obviously China tariffs, but also Vietnam. There's a bit more in terms of that and the expenses of shipping as well, shipping it over there. So the price went up there. Now, once again, Switch is 8 years old. You want to see stuff go down in price. You don't want to see it go up in price, but pretty much everything is not going down in price. When it comes to tech, nothing's really going down. Everything's going up. For example, portable PCs, all of the prices of those systems also went up. A lot of them went up in price or are not really dropping to low levels despite being older. So I think that's the issue right now that we're dealing with. Once again, inflation, we're dealing with high shipping costs, and we're dealing with tariffs that are just kind of wreaking havoc on a lot of different things. So that's why you're going to probably see price increases, or you're not going to see a lot of price drops for a lot of different technology out there. Yeah, everything's, I mean, once again, you know, the Xbox Series S, a system that's, for all intensive purposes, it's a flop. I mean, if you look at the Series S sales, it's probably a bit above the Wii U. Like, and I know nobody likes to say this, and I know people, oh, well, no, it's 30 million. Sure, if you add in the Xbox Series X and the Series S sales. But if you look at individually the Series S, that system's probably a bit above the Wii U in sales. It's probably like around 15, 16 million units, right? Or right around, it's a PS Vita. It's pretty much a flop. The Series S is a flop. And that system went up in price. You know what I'm saying? Like, that system went up, you know? So yeah. That system went up. So it's really, I don't think, listen, it's the Switch 1. It's not about, nobody's being greedy when it comes to that. They don't want to raise the price of the Switch 1. It's 8 years old. Who wants to raise the price of that? It's definitely because of tariffs or because of market conditions. Same thing that I said with Xbox when they raised the price of the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. It's not because they want to be greedy. It's because of tariffs. It's because of market conditions, because of inflation. That's the reason why they raised the price. Like, it's the same exact thing. Xbox Series S is going on 5 years old and nobody's bought it. Like, no, it's going on 5. It doesn't have a disk drive. There's no disk drive. It's going on 5 years old and nobody's bought the system, and they raised the price. You know, so So yeah. Canada's trade deal went sour, so well, people hadn't helped. Exactly. There's been a lot of tension between the trades and between stuff that's going on with the U.S. and Canada as well. So yeah, you'll have grifters and you'll have, you know, trolls, and you'll have people who literally aren't smarter than a doornail tell you make videos, but it's just clickbait. They're not going to explain to you the actual conditions of what's happening. They're not going to actually reference what they like with Xbox. They're not going to explain those things. They're just going to tell you they're greedy. They're just going to give you the internet type of thing. They're not going to give you actually what's happening. But once again, these people are very stupid. You know what I'm saying? These people are very dumb. They don't want to actually look at it from an all-encompassing range. And you can't even sit there and say, I'm saying it because it's Nintendo, because I said the exact same thing. I actually made a joke saying, oh yeah, make all your videos, guys. Let's see all the videos of you guys, you know, complaining about Xbox price increases. You know, I was being sarcastic. When we actually did the video, I told you guys what the issue was and why that they did it, because of tariffs. And I said that on the Spawncast as well. I said because of tariffs. I said because of tariffs, because of inflation, this is the reason why. Now, not everybody believed me or whatever the case is, but I'm telling you, that's the reason why. Why would they want to raise the price of a 5-year-old system? There is no company that's... Microsoft is not a company that wants to raise the price of a system that's not selling. Who does that? They're not stupid. Same thing with Nintendo. Like, they don't want to raise the price of an old Switch 1. Like, why would they want to do that? It's fine. It's how it's selling. Nobody wants to do that. So, because it's not going to improve sales, and the Switch 1 is already done. Like, the system's done for the most part. So yeah, but it's just in Canada for right now, you know. LJ, why is hating on Switch 2 10 times worse than Switch 1 era? It's getting so annoying. It's not that it's 10 times, well, it's 10 times worse because the Switch 1 did so well, so it's popular, so people can make a lot more money saying things about it. So, and there's more people on the internet now than they were back in 2017. There's just more people that are online. So that's why it feels worse, 10 times worse. Wait, I forgot the Xbox Series don't have a disk drive. Xbox Series S doesn't have a disk drive. There is a model of the Xbox Series X that doesn't have a disk drive as well, but not all Xbox Series X's do not have disk drives. There's some models that do. There's a newer model that doesn't. And then they also have the Xbox Series S that has no disk drive at all. Yeah. Excuse me. OJ, I'm not trolling. Why is there not a lot of high quality Switch 2 content on YouTube? Not a lot of high quality. Do you consider my content high quality, Felipe? Let's just go off from there. And you don't have to consider it high quality. I'm not going to get offended or anything like that. Do you consider what I do high quality? Whether not my streams, but like my videos. Do you consider those high quality? Let's just start from there, and then I can tell you the reason why. And once again, I don't care if you see if it's not. You come to my streams all the time. I don't have a problem if you don't think it's high quality. What about them raising the price of online though? Because it's digital. Just playing devil's advocate, raising the price of online. Who raised the price? Like Sony raised the price of online, or who raised the price of online? I got my Series a Series S a few years ago when the PS5 was still unavailable. It was good for what it is, and I still play it and enjoy it. But man, Doom: The Dark Ages looks like crap on it. Yeah, I don't know, man. If I'm gonna buy an Xbox, I'm gonna buy an Xbox. You know, I'm not gonna go like, you know, halfway. There's no such thing as halfway crooks, right? Mobb Deep told us there's no such thing. You know, you can't go halfway. You know, you can't go halfway on that type of stuff. You got to go in. If you're gonna go in, go in. No, Nintendo did in Canada. I'm pretty sure, at least in Tendine's video, he said that Nintendo raising the price online. Well, yeah, all Switch 1 stuff was raised. Yes, all Switch 1 stuff was raised. But once again, that's, like I said, inflation. What I said was inflation and the cost of development. Cost of development and inflation is going to cause prices to go up. Not just tariffs, but also inflation as well. Trade issues too. Taxes as well in Canada is insane. So it's a variety of things going up. Once again, Sony and Microsoft has also raised the price of Xbox, what was it, Game Pass. That's also got a price raise. Sony raised the price of various different online services, like their PSN has gotten price raises as well. So it's the workforce problem that we're also having, and inflation. Things are getting more expensive to run, servers and all that type of stuff. So it's not just tariffs, guys. That's what inflation isn't tariffs. Inflation and tariffs are two different things, you know? Those are two separate things. Stop listening to idiots like Nintendo. That's the first thing that you should stop doing. That's literally just hating and hating and hating for money on YouTube. He's not hating because he actually feel like he's just angry. He just knows that he can make money doing off that. So like, he doesn't look at things logically from both sides. Listen, I don't want prices to go up, but I'm going to look at it on both sides. I'm going to say, hey, this is what's happening. We do have tariffs, or we do have inflation, or we do have other things. Guys like him or other people, they're just looking to just be angry all the time at things. So listen to me, because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to, because I worked in business and I worked in all that. Definitely don't like prices going up. I'm not a fan of prices going up. I don't want to see prices go up. But at the same time, there's also inflation and there's also tariffs that are causing things out of Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo's control for some stuff. If the US slaps a 100% tariff on China, what are they supposed to do? Sell the system at a $100 loss? Or sell the system, like, what are they supposed to do? Exactly what are they supposed to do? There is no great solution overall for tariffs. There is no great solution overall for when, you've got to pay your workforce. And even with layoffs, prices are still going up. Inflation's still a problem. So that's the issue that we're dealing with right now. We still have inflation. We still have workforce issues. We still have, obviously, ballooning salaries. We still have all of this stuff that's going on. So that's going to affect prices for a lot of things. Once again, don't like to hear that. Obviously, I'm not a fan of stuff going up overall, but that's just kind of the way that it is. And it's affected Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, and Apple, and everybody. And everybody in the tech sector, almost everybody. It's affected portable PCs. Look at the prices of portable PCs. Those prices have went up. Look at the prices of subscription services. Look at the prices of everything. All that stuff's going up. Right? Look at the prices of Netflix. Been going up, going up, going up. Look at the prices of lots of stuff. Those are all digital, right? See what I'm saying? I feel like upping the price of NSO but dropping console price would make more sense. It doesn't. That doesn't make more sense. And the reason why I say it doesn't make more sense, because they're not necessarily 100% affected by the same thing. You could up the price of NSO. That doesn't mean that you're going to actually cover the cost of the actual extra tariffs or shipping when it comes in. So that doesn't cover it, Lupak. Like, that doesn't cover it. And once again, those are two separate things. A workforce issue in terms of servers and supplying different stuff for people, that's very different from shipping, right? Shipping and bringing systems in. So upping the price of NSO absolutely isn't going to somehow offset the cost of bringing in, let's say you're bringing in 500,000 systems every single month, right? They're not, but let's just say that they were, right? That is not going to offset the cost. There's not enough people that are going to buy NSO, and it's not pricey enough to offset that, when it comes down to it, considering how much more expensive like shipping can be than running an NSO service. Let's see here. I don't know why people cares what Nintendo says he makes Nintendo negative Switch 2 content. Yeah, I don't watch his channel. There's no point to watch. I think I've seen one video, and it's just his whole channel is just him crying about absolutely everything for money. So because it's getting him views. So it's not actual real construct. It's simply doing this because he knows people will watch and he can make money off of it. So I don't see it as authentic, in my opinion. Like I said, if it's constructive to where it's on both sides talking about it in terms of things, but if every video is a certain way, like, that's when I just kind of tune those type of people out. They're just doing it because views on YouTube. Let's see, people just want Nintendo to eat the cost of tariffs. People just want everyone to eat the cost of tariffs. Like, they're not going to eat the cost of tariffs. They're not going to. They're not going to eat the cost of tariffs, and they're not going to adjust to the point to where it's going to try to make their investors mad and other type of stuff. They're just going to do what they feel like doing, and that's what Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo have all done this generation. We've seen multiple price increases for the PS5 in various different regions. We've seen price increases for PSN in multiple regions. We've seen price increases for Xbox, obviously, with the Xbox Series X and S. That's just how it is. Like I said, it's happening to everybody. So yeah. Side note, did you see Nintendo's own patent for RT solution? Exciting things are coming. I didn't see that, Elias. Can you send that to me? I think I saw somebody see something on Twitter, but send that to me. But I'm not big on patent stuff because I want to see like actual products. But yeah, send that to me if you can on Twitter so I can take a look at that. Maybe we can talk about it in a video or something. Watching channels like that is just pointless. I see stupid clickbait and move on. Yeah, exactly. There's no point in watching channels like that. It's just, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys just wake up and want to be in misery? Like, do you guys just wake up and want to be upset every single day? I legitimately do not understand the people that watch this type of content. They just every day wake up to be angry about something. Every day wake up to be upset. Is this how people like to live their life? I don't know. Do you guys have to wake up and watch negative content? Even if I don't like something, I do not wake up to watch negative content on things that, if I don't like something, I don't like something. I don't wake up to watch negative videos on something that I don't like or something, or even if I like it, I don't want to wake up and watch videos on that every single day. How can you be a content creator every day being upset about something? It just, or every week there's something that you're angry about. It just makes no sense to me. This is a form of depression. This is a very interesting form of depression, and these people need to be studied. Waking up every single day to be upset about something. It just boggles my mind. It really does. Waking up just to be mad. So yeah. Let's see. I mean, stuff like those new channels did, like high quality edited videos, like Wolf Aiden. I don't know who Wolf. You mean Bob Wolf, or do you mean like? Give me an example of a high quality video. Like, what are you talking about, Felipe? So yeah. Let me see what this man Elias is talking about. Thank you, Elias, for the link. I appreciate that. Nintendo files multiple ray tracing rendering patents. Another day, another patent from Nintendo. In this case, 3 separate patents are related to the future of graphics on Switch 2. Nintendo has filed three different patents related to ray tracing and rendering. You'd have to imagine that they're tied to what's possible on Switch 2. The patents in particular show how Nintendo plans to use ray tracing to improve control on a per object basis, as well as imagery around the edges of the screen. There's also one patent specifically relates to improving shadow mapping. Well, when are we going to see these patents and their tech implemented in Switch 2 titles? Your guess is as good as ours. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled, and even first-party games going forward to see if the spotting back to these filings. Who knows? Maybe these inventors can be put into use in Donkey Kong Bananza. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Like, anytime, if Nintendo can MacGyver their way without actually having to pay the actual cost of ray tracing. So if you can do these these new forms or these new ways of ray tracing that doesn't completely bog the system down like ray tracing does, and doesn't make it to where, you know, it's going to have a huge cost like CPU hit or GPU hit, and it, like, you know, could slow down the frame rate and stuff like that, because that's the problem with ray tracing. So if you can have these inventive new ways of doing it, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I'm down for it. I am down to have stuff like that, you know? 100% down to have stuff like that. So I hope they continue on with that, and I hope they continue to make it even better and better. Welcome to our actually has a demo for ray tracing in it. It does, yeah, it does have a demo for it in there. It has a demo, pretty much every aspect of the Switch 2. It has like a corresponding, you know, information or like mini game or something. Let's see. I think I know why they do that. It's because they're jealous of the others that are happy with what they have. It's FOMO combined with stop having fun meme. It's money. It's money. That's really why they do it. Like, honestly, Cloud Strife, I'll make like I said, I was gonna make a video, but it's actually money. If these videos were not popular and people didn't watch them, they'd stop doing them because it wouldn't be worth the time and investment to actually make the video. So they do it because do Americans here in the U.S. care about Canadian prices of the Switch 1? No. There's not a single person that made a video that actually cares about Switch 1 pricing in Canada, a system that's already sold 150 million units. Most people that want a Switch 1 already have it. Do you think that they actually care about that? Of course not. The people that are being crazy about it are the people that are just trying to make money off. Like, they do not care. They clearly do not care. Why do they care about Switch 1 pricing in Canada? They don't care about the Switch 1. A lot of people don't care about Switch 1 at all, or they already have one. You know? Most of these people don't care. Let's see. Welcome. I think it's great. Honestly, people want an easy way to make most amount of money on off the Switch 2. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. I mean, listen, we saw what Mudohar said. Mudohar, he apologized for what he did. Like, he literally apologized. Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I bought a Switch 2. This man apologized for buying a Switch 2. Why? Because he sit there and told everybody it sucks, it's stupid, it's bad, it's this and that. Oh, then he went out and bought one. Dude's probably playing it like crazy right now. Oh, well, why'd you do all those videos then about it? Oh, because you're making money. Because because you're getting views. Because you're making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? He sat there. It's the worst system ever before it launched. Then he went out there and bought it day one. Then he went out there and bought it at midnight. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Now, not everybody's done that. Obviously, not everybody's done that. But they know that they can make a lot of. They see the views. You see how much money you can make doing like that and not actually talking logically. You see how much money you can make, and that's the reason why they do it. They do it because they can make money off of it. Like I said, if this stuff was flopping in terms of views, they wouldn't be talking about it like that. Was anybody making money off of Xbox raising the prices? No, nobody made money off that. Did you see a bunch of videos of people making crazy amounts of videos? No, there ain't no money to be made in that. So you don't see as many videos. But did you guys see, because I didn't see videos like that. There wasn't a ton of videos from the same people that were sitting there going nuts about Xbox price increases. Of course not. Of course there wasn't. There's not money to be made doing that, you know? What game are you playing on Switch 2? Watch my videos, D Gomez. I'm playing Rune Factory. Guardians of Azuma. Right now, Rune Factory 6 Bravely Default Yakuza doing well on the eShop, especially Japanese one. I haven't looked at the Japanese sales. I'll take a look at the Japanese sales. I don't have a Japanese account, so I'll have to take a look at the Japanese sales later. Not only that, Munar literally said he's not buying a Switch 2 at launch. And then he bought a Switch 2 at launch. He pulled a... Yeah, he literally said he's not buying one, then he bought one, you know? So it's just like a flat-out lie. Oh, maybe he changed his mind, right? Listen, people change their mind all the time, so he changed his mind. But, you know, FOMO hit him, obviously. But then he said it's not an impressive system either, so... So, yeah, they're doing this because of money. That's really the reason why. So a JP account on Switch is a must on Switch, then prices be cheap. A JP account? Can you do that? Do they allow you to do that? Like, I know you can make a JP account, but do they allow you to be buying stuff like that all the time? But yeah, I like to buy physical though. I like to buy physical. I don't like to buy digital. So yeah. See, what's your thoughts on WWE 2K on Switch? I don't really care, but I made a video on it today, Orlando. So check out my video where I talked about it today. I go over more of my thoughts on it there, but no, I don't really care to talk about it too much right now. But yeah, I made a video on it today, or it's in my video today, so I talk about it more there. But yeah, I don't really care about WWE 2K, to be honest. Like 2K, I don't really care. But I did talk about it in my video today. There's the vid, Orlando. Check it out. Should I buy Guardians of Azuma now, or do you think it'll get a Black Friday sale? It'll probably definitely get a Black Friday sale. So if you want to wait, you can definitely do that. Have you seen the one guy that says his PS5 got suspended, banned when he did nothing? Hope the folks on timeline say you don't own. I did see that, but it's just it's whatever, man. Who knows what he actually did? You know. Hey, what's up, Donovan? Welcome. Yes, sir. For digital a JP account, I can buy the game. I used my debit card, but Nintendo blocked my blocked non-JP cards. But you can still get the eShop cards and get good deals. Oh, okay, yeah. I just don't feel like navigating the Japanese eShop. I'll be honest. I don't really feel like navigating the Japanese eShop. I'll keep it a buck. I'll just pay whatever extra surcharge, whatever I need to do here. I just don't feel like doing that. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like buying eShop cards and doing all that. No, I don't feel like doing all that, fam. Like it ain't that big of a deal. I'll keep it a buck. But I'll be honest though, man. Even if I did it, like, listen. Even if I didn't have, I probably wouldn't do it. Even if I didn't have the money. Let me tell y'all a story one time. Back in the day, man. I was kind of struggling a little bit, so we'd go see if we can get some assistance and things like that. The person that I was with at the time used to drag me along to go to the place. I remember going to that place, man, and I felt like it was the worst place like ever. And I'm telling you, man, they're sitting there, they're looking through my bank account. I don't have any money in my account. And I told myself, bro, even though we needed it, I'm like, bro, I am never, ever, ever coming back to this place again. Even though we needed it. I'm like, I'm never going to come back to this place again. I don't care what I have to do. I will never, ever come back to this place. And I remember telling my person I was with at the time, I'm like, I'm never coming back to this place. I don't care how broke we are. I don't care how much I don't care. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. One, because I'm lazy. I don't feel like coming here. And two, this is just, I don't want to be here. So sometimes I'm like stubborn like that. So even it's like, if I don't feel like doing it, even if it can help me, I'm like, bro, I will find a different way. I don't care. I'll make the extra. I'll do whatever the case. And I never, ever went back to that place. The only one time that I did was because there was something that I was filling out beforehand. I think there was like one thing I was filling out years ago, number of years ago, but I never went back to that place. I don't care, you know? So those are one of those things for me where I don't really feel like dealing with Japanese, like the language and all that. If I ever learn Japanese and like get over the language barrier, then I'll probably do it. But I don't feel like dealing with eShop cards. Like I don't like punching in eShop codes. I don't like punching in eShop cards. Like I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm like, and that's the same thing with the PSN cards or Xbox cards. Like I don't like punching in all the different numbers and stuff. So yeah. So I think I just read another YouTuber in Mario Kart Online switch stop on. Oh, yo, let's go. I'm not gonna lie, I wake up every day getting upset about something, but never about video games. That's depressing. Life is hard enough. Don't bring that into the gaming, please. Yeah. I mean, listen, and I'm sorry if you guys do wake up and have to deal with, you know, stuff like that, but I don't, you know, I try to provide a positive environment, you know. So it's like many of these Switch 2 haters say, because Rudar saw many Switch 2 in stock, so he bought Switch 2. Isn't doing well at launch, so he bought one. There you go. He's trying to help out. What game are you planning to play after Azuma? Probably, I don't know, like Breath of the Wild or something. We'll see. I got some other games to play. Let's see here. Deported with the $2 says, please review Welcome Tour and give it a 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh, that would get me. People would be so nice to me, right? They wouldn't call me names, right? I'm pretty sure they'd be like, oh my gosh, OJ, you're such a great content creator if you do something like that, right? Like if you do that. One thing that I do want to do is I want to get a clip for my phone so I can clip my phone right here and have it so I can film myself playing games portable or like doing unboxings or stuff like that. I think I kind of want to buy something like that. So maybe I'll review that instead. So yeah. How do you feel about Switch 1 getting a price increase? Well, it's a price increase in Canada, so I don't really care too much, to be honest. I mean, obviously I don't want to see prices go up, but I mean, if you want me to be honest, I don't care. If that's my honest opinion, is like I don't really care too much. Same thing goes like with the Xbox price increase. Hey, look, they increased the price. It is what it is. Same thing when they increased the price of PS5, they increased the price. Hey, look, it is what it is. You know. Same thing how I felt with other price increases. Same exact thing. Nintendo, everything really out here making separate articles for each Nintendo investor question. They always do that. They've been doing that for decades now, so that's not anything new. Then go to the Smallcast and defend your review the whole time. Yeah, I know, for real. Just say Welcome Tour is better than Final Fantasy 16. Oh my god. Yo, I think I actually might have to go under witness protection if I do that. I think some people are confused too on the price increase. The Switch one, it's just in Canada. It's not everywhere. It's just in Canada. So keep that in mind. Some people are just making it seem like, oh, it's everywhere. It's not. It's just in Canada. For right now, at least. Because of probably tariffs and shipping. Let's see here. New video. Player since hates Canada. I know that's the thing. No, I don't care about a system that's already sold 150 million. Like I don't care. I'll be honest. Just like I said, I don't care about the Xbox price increase. Did I care too much? Not really. Do I like to see prices go up? No. But do I care? No. Do I make a few jokes? Yes. But did I make a bunch of videos, being upset about the price increases and all that? No. I think I made one talking about it. So, and that's because it was a U.S. It affected here. Right here in the U.S., so it affected us, like most people that watch this channel. So yeah, on a system that's not obviously has not sold that great, you know, Switch 1 has already sold a ton. So yeah. Well, Nate says that there's no info on Direct this week. Let's look forward to for the next. No info on the Direct this week. Let's look forward to the next. No info on the Direct. There wasn't going to be a Direct this week. That never was any type of rumor that there'd be a Direct this week. So. You mean like June? Are you talking about June? But yeah, there was never any info that there was going to be one. Rob with the $10 dono. And he says, here's your Welcome Tour copy. You should stream it next stream. Looking forward to the review, though. Is that really for Welcome Tour? Well, I mean, listen. If you want me to... Listen, if that's for Welcome Tour, I'll buy Welcome Tour. I don't know about reviewing it, but I can talk about it. I don't know about a full review. But if that's for Welcome Tour, I gotta spend the money towards Welcome Tour. I'll do it if you want me to. Are you moving to DK Bananza after Azuma or planning to play something else? Yeah, I said Breath of the Wild maybe. We'll see, Great Wall. I haven't really figured that out yet, man. Let's see. Yes, this is 100%. This is for Welcome Tour. All right, I'll check out Welcome Tour on your behalf. Is always angry. Ignore the guy. He's always angry. Ignore the guy. Yeah. I think people underestimate. Yeah, I think people do underestimate external factors. Once again, like if this was only Nintendo, if there wasn't Microsoft and Sony and like everybody else doing this, then I would say, okay, yeah, there's definitely some. Maybe it's greedy, but it's like everybody with market factors. So Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they've all done the same thing. So it's not like one is worse than the other. They're all doing the same thing. They're all bad. So yeah. So yeah, that's that. How long is this stream? How long is this stream going? We usually go about, since we hit our goal at 100 for the 1 hour stream. We usually go for about 3 hours. So you can check to see what time it is right now. We usually go for about 3 hours, maybe a little bit above. So we got about 12 minutes plus left, about 12 minutes left on the stream. Yo, OJ, what are the odds of Xenoblade Quad Trilogy getting a Switch 2 upgrades? I would say 50% or higher. Feel that, but do I feel like there's a bigger issue when it comes to gaming industry? In a way, a man like me can afford if these prices increases. A man like me can afford it if these prices increases, but it's the principle. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Donnie, I don't know what else. I mean, we can sit here and be mad and get angry and all that, but we can't stop inflation and tariffs. Like, that's the thing. Like, they're not increasing the price. Same thing with Microsoft. Same thing I said with Sony. They're not increasing the price because they just want to be angry and want to sell less, or they just want to be greedy. That's not the reason why they're increasing the price. It's not the reason why they increase the price of the Xbox Series X and the S. It's not it. But once again, if you're slapping tariffs on everything, if inflation is driving the cost up, there's really nothing else that they can do for the most part. For the most part, if tariffs are happening and inflation is going up, that's just part of what it's like. Everything else that's went up in price. It's no different. Gaming is no different from other factors or other industries where the prices have went up. Remember when movie tickets used to be like $3-4? Are movie tickets $3-4 anymore? Of course they're not $3-4. They're like 10 times that. They're like $30 for like a good, or $20 to $30 for like a movie ticket in today's day, right? So it's very similar to like everything else. Everything else. Donnie, inflation and tariffs. Inflation and tariffs. Inflation and tariffs are two separate things. Tariffs are on physical goods. Inflation are the price of services and workforce that has driven the cost up. Inflation and tariffs. Those are two separate things. Inflation and tariffs. People, I hear people say that, oh, tariffs on digital? That's workforce related. That's server cost related. If you're talking about digital, you have servers. You've got to pay for the services and people to maintain them and people to develop and do all that when it comes to that. So that would be, if any price increases on digital, that would be the reason why when it comes to that. Because you still have people working. You still have to pay people for those type of things. Digital isn't an imaginary thing that just all of a sudden phases into existence because it's digital. There's still physical things that operate the digital storefronts and all that. You still need to pay for things that are physical, that are real. Digital is not fake. It is a real thing that needs to be paid for to maintain and to upkeep, maintain, and to all that, and to, once again, service, technicians, engineers, all that type of stuff, you know? But what I'm trying to tell you is that in every single aspect of the U.S. economy, of the worldwide economy, everything's went up. How about housing prices? Look at how much housing prices have went up. Look at how much everything has went up. This is something that's a cause of inflation. And once again, tariffs in terms of building materials and other things like that, of getting the materials in. Workforce, salaries have went up. So obviously that's going to take the prices up of things. So it's just a combination of a variety of different factors, when it comes down to it. I don't like it, once again, but it's just what's happening. And you've got to pick and choose what you want to support and what you want to do going forward in the future. You know, once again, I don't like it. I never like to see prices increase, but I mean, I don't know what else people want me to say. I'm telling you what's actually happening. That's the truth. I can sit here and pout and stomp my feet and get mad, but that's not going to make tariffs or inflation or shipping costs or workforce labor. That's not going to make anything change. So I'm telling you what's actually happening. You know, I'm sorry for my Canadians, brothers and sisters. I think the change goes in August 1st. Or whatever, so try to get one before then. But if the system fails after that because it's too expensive, then it does. Then it is what it is. Then maybe they'll lower the price again. I don't know. So let the market play out. Let the market see what happens, and then you go from there. But going on streams and getting angry and making angry, that doesn't change anything. People saying that everyone's greedy. Everybody's raising prices on everything. Everyone's greedy. If that's the case, then everybody is. It's so there's no point in getting angry and getting mad about it. It's not going to do anything. Let's see. I feel like we have this same conversation this whole gen. I think this conversation is going to be happening quite a bit. I think it's going to be happening. But I don't know what people, I mean, there's nothing else that people can say or do. Like, once again, we have a president who decided that tariffs are going to be a very big part of their campaign or what they want to do. I don't want to bring politics into it, but we have someone that is not doing a good job in that sense for us when it comes to our best interests with gaming. No. Tariffing China is not a good idea. Like, that's not good for us. because we get amiibo from China, we get products from China, systems are made in China. That's not good. That's not good for us. So there's nothing that we can do. So then you make people have to completely upend their whole, Nintendo completely upended their whole freaking manufacturing from China and moved it to Vietnam so they can keep the Switch 2 price somewhat affordable. And the Switch 2 president, or Nintendo's president, still is worried that kids won't be able to afford the Switch 2. You know what I'm saying? He's still a little bit, Furukawa's worried about kids could miss out on Switch 2 because of the price. Meanwhile, the PS6 and the NX Xbox are probably going to be $600 to $700. The Series X is $600 for that system. You know, so that's what we're dealing with, man. That's what they're dealing with. They don't want the prices. None of these people, I can guarantee you, they want them to be enough to where they can be stable, but they don't want it to go up to the point to where like people can't buy the system, that they get priced out. That doesn't help them. That doesn't help anybody, you know? So yeah. It's Americans' faults for hating on Canadians. What did we Canadians do? Steal the maple syrup? Listen, man. And once again, there's a slight little trade war between America and between the U.S. right now that's going on. For those who don't know, there's some tension there and problems when it comes down to it. So that's what's going on right now, man. That's really what, if you want to know the truth, that's really what's going on right now with the price. And that's why everybody, not just Nintendo, but everybody's raised the prices of digital services, of the physical hardware. We've gotten multiple price increases in multiple regions for the PS5 in different regions. We got price increases for the Xbox. We got Game Pass price increases for once again, Game Pass. That's digital, right? Digital. So we've got, everything's raising up. I mean, like, and I said the same thing with all the other stuff too as well, you know? But I'm not gonna, am I gonna sit here and be like crazy upset for like Switch 1 in Canada? I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm sorry for those people, but yeah, you got till August 1st, so pick one up if you want one then, if you're there. I have a question. I think Nintendo, we have Nintendo Direct on July 2025 this year. Yeah, we might get one. So yeah. But yes, we're probably gonna have this conversation many times. The Fed chair came out today and said it's not for the tariffs. He would have lowered the interest rates already. The Fed chair. Listen, man. What I'm trying to say is this, man. What I'm trying to say is that let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. I remember when I was first buying houses in 2014, you can get a good house here, $150,000 to $200,000 will get you a good house. In an okay neighborhood and all that, you know, a decade plus ago. Pretty good, right? You want a good house in a good neighborhood, you better be ready. And this is a low part in California, but you better be ready to pony up at least minimum $350,000. Minimum. You know, for a loan. Obviously, you don't have to have the money outright, but if you're not going with FHA, you're going with, you got to pay the, you know, a bulk, you got to pay a big percentage at the top. So you're going to need, you know, 70, 80, 90K, something like that, right? You're going to need quite a bit. So that's just kind of how it is, right? Everything's raising up, you know? So yeah. Or yeah, be ready to have roommates. Be ready to have roommates. You know, a lot of people have to just do roommates. A lot of people have to do roommates, or a lot of people here to be able to afford, or people that I know that have houses like in other places, they'll clean up their garages and they'll like build like a bathroom in their garage, and they'll do like Airbnb, or they'll rent it out to like a family. They'll take like their garage and they'll put carpet, or they'll put hardwood flooring. They'll, you know, make it into like a 1-bedroom or like a 2-bedroom apartment, and then just rent that out. And then like, hey, look, make a, you know, have the side door that you can go in through, and then you can just use that, and I'll have my house, you know, and I'll keep like my door locked going into the house, but you have a bathroom, you have a shower, you have fridge, you have everything that you need in there, and then you just rent that out like Airbnb, or you just like rent it out to someone, and that can help you with the prices of things. So there's some people that are doing that too. Yeah. I feel bad for people that are just graduating college and have to, like, you know, going out and just getting a job and trying to find a house. Like, it's almost impossible. You know, it's very, very difficult. It's not easy. I had trouble. Well, I didn't have trouble, but it took a little bit of time to find a house like in the neighborhood that I wanted and for the price that we could afford, and like it took a while because the prices were high. They were high. They were not, and you have to do, like I said, a bulk sum up front, you know, because I already used my FHA loan one time, so I can't do FHA again. First time home buyer, I can't do that again. I already used it once, so yeah, it's unfortunate. In 10 years, house prices has doubled. Yeah, house prices are going way up, man, going way up. I got my house in 2019 for 190K. It's worth 320K now. Yep, yep. Worth way more. I don't think a direct will come before DK releases. I'm guessing September will be the next big direct. I don't think it'll be that long. No. No, there'll be another standard direct before that. Let's see. I bought my house using my 401k. Oh, okay, you dipped into that a little bit. Yeah. I'm in a good situation with my home, so I'm good currently. Yeah, I could not afford to buy my house. I could not afford to buy my house now. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, so I feel bad for the new people out there. But yeah, the prices are just going up for everything, man. It's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. Imagine getting out of college and you got a degree in some sort of computer degree, and that's some AI can do it now. Yeah, pretty much. That's what's happening right now. Microsoft is might announce layoffs tomorrow because AI is taking up those jobs that people used to be able to do, or people used to do. So that's the tech factor right now, that AI is stealing jobs from people. Because like, hey, look, we don't have to pay AI as much, right? So yeah. Let's see, they've already laid off about 7,000 people. Yeah, apparently there's going to be some more layoffs announced tomorrow. So, but gamers don't care about that as much. They don't care about that as much. That's sometimes gets left by the wayside. So, yeah. Yeah. For real, I feel lucky graduating with mathematics. Oh, nice. Do some teaching and stuff like that, Donnie? People buying a crust. Listen, get your crusty switches now while you can in Canada. Get your crusty switches now. Well, I don't know if they even announced the actual prices, so I don't know how much the prices are going up. So I don't know that. So once they actually announce that, like the actual prices, we'll definitely have a video on it, because I think I haven't made a video on it yet. We talked about it we had it on our live stream where we talked about it, but I haven't made a video. But once we actually get like the actual, like how much it's going to be and all that, then of course we'll talk about it then. I mean, like I said, I don't really care. It's Switch 1. It's 8 years old. Like, I don't really care, but yeah. I have an IT degree and got laid off, so there's a real thing for sure. I'm applying and interviewing for jobs. It's hard out here. Yeah, man. I feel you, brother. Me and my wife make over 20 an hour, her closer to 30, and it's a struggle. Yeah, exactly. Even if you're making that much because of taxes and because of inflation. Yeah. No, I do economics and actuary? Basically the conversation we're having right now. Oh, okay, cool. Man, then you should know about that then, man. You know the economy. You know how inflation is then. You know the difference between tariffs and inflation. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I don't like to see prices go up for anything, man. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. We have hit our 3 hours. Oh my gosh, what a great stream tonight. We might be taking tomorrow off, but I'll double check, okay? Because Saturday, I might have to take Saturday off because my wife has some events that she's doing. I'm probably gonna have to babysit the whole time, so we'll probably still stream tomorrow. We'll probably just power through. You know, Friday or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday I might have to take Saturday off. So Saturday I'll probably have like multiple videos for you guys, so I probably won't be on the Spawncast, probably won't be able to stream no Spawncast pre-show either, so we'll see about that, because like Saturday I might be busy all day Saturday. So we'll probably have maybe videos if that's the case, or maybe a video or two, so look out for that. If you have not seen my most recent video going over all of the latest gaming news, check out the gaming news. Check that out, man. If you have not seen it, check it out. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. Thank you guys for being awesome. Watch my video. A lot of people are watching it. I did it. YouTube and their titles, man. I hate YouTube and their damn titles. So check out my video if you haven't seen it yet. Appreciate that. CR World with the dollar dono. AI isn't taking away jobs. People are controlling AI. Is the one taking away jobs? The AI is the one taking away jobs. Y'all shouldn't worry about generative AI, but agentic AI, there are programs that are teaching how to build those. Okay. AI isn't taking away jobs. People, yes, the people controlling, but we're just saying AI is the fact that AI exists, that it's replacing them. So yes, that is true. It's not obviously AI, not like a mind of its own. So yes, but yes, the fact that AI exists and what the stuff that AI can do, like how powerful it can be for businesses, that's, and people controlling them using that is taking away jobs. Yes, to be exact. So shout outs to everybody, man. I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you so much for coming out. Watch my video if you haven't seen it yet. Thank you guys for coming out to tonight's stream. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you for the next one. Big love to Cyber Taurus. Big love to CR Worlds, Rob Navarro, Deported Sicilian, Chucky, who else? Justin as well. Thank you so much. Uncario, Poke UFO. Thank you so much. Screen Ghosting, Mr. L, Cyber Taurus, Vadsent. Thank you for the big 20 on that one, Vadsent. Shout outs, Chris the Shriner Dog. Thank you guys so much for your support. Kevin, thank you as well. Cyber Taurus once again. It's your boy Ralphie, also multiple donos. Chrono Rig coming in as well. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. So, all right, guys, love y'all so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you guys for being awesome. I'll try to do my best to create the best content as possible. And yeah, we will see you guys probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then we'll probably do like a Sunday stream. Like if I can't do Saturday, we'll probably do Sunday. Like if I have to take tomorrow off for whatever reason, because sometimes my wife, she wants that day off as well. So if I take tomorrow off, then I'll probably try to see if we can do Sunday, because I won't be able to do Saturday. So I kind of want to do a Sunday stream, but I'm so tired on Sunday. I need to go to, I wake up, gotta go to church, and then I'm just so tired. I don't feel like doing anything else. Anyway, all right, guys, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we'll see you guys Thursday. All right, and new videos, obviously new videos every single day. All right, guys, love y'all so much. Peace.